St. Louis Blues. The Wild are on XM 223, Internet 933, while the Blues are on Internet 944. At 10 p.m., the Anaheim Ducks play the Calgary Flames. The Ducks are on Sirius XM Channel 91 and Internet 920, while the Calgary Flames are on Internet 923. And finally, at 10:30 p.m., the San Jose Sharks play the Vegas Golden Knights. The San Jose Sharks are on Sirius 208, XM 219, Internet 942, while the Golden Knights are on Internet 949. For 24/7 coverage of the NHL season and hockey across the world, keep it tuned into Sirius XM NHL Network Radio on Channel 91 for the latest news, updates, and interviews.
SiriusXM Fantasy Sports Radio is the place for expert advice, strategy, and information from the best fantasy sports analysis to win your league. Plus, hear pick-by-pick coverage of live drafts and interviews with top players, coaches, and team executives on SiriusXM 87.
New York Rangers legend and Hockey Hall of Famer Mark Messier joined Scott Laughlin on SiriusXM NHL Network Radio, Channel 91, to share what it was like to play in the 1994 finals with the New York Rangers, as well as ending the 54-year drought for the franchise and how that team represented what a hockey team is all about.
Well, look, I'd be remiss if I didn't ask you about 1994 as well. You mentioned Mike Keenan. We spoke with him in studio a couple of weeks ago. He still speaks so highly of you and of that run. So take us back to ending the 54-year drought. In Game 7, you get a power play goal. You shovel a puck underneath of Kirk McLean. Stands up as the game winner, as it turns out. So take us back to that hot, steamy night. What was it, June 14th of 1994 at the Garden in New York?
Just, I guess just starting, going to the rink, trying to keep your same routine. Brian Leach and I would always drive together down through Times Square, down Broadway 7th Avenue to take a right-hand turn on 33rd Street, and you could feel things were different, even from the Upper West Side. Just the vibe and the energy of the whole city was just electrified. Getting down towards Madison Square Garden, seeing the crowd already starting to build, the police officers surrounding the Garden, it was a carnival-like atmosphere. Obviously, we knew we were something on the cusp of doing something that hadn't been done in 54 years. The magnitude of it was palpable. I mean, the energy, just everything just seemed to be so electrified. You try to keep yourself in the moment. You try to stay with your routine. Obviously, there's a much more at stake. And then, we found ourselves, much like we did in 87, up 3-1 in the series, losing to fifth game, where it was pretty much a foregone conclusion that New York Rangers were finally going to win a Stanley Cup after 54 years. Only to find ourselves, the party atmosphere got a little bit delayed and then had to go back to Vancouver, which again, we got trounced in Vancouver, just like we did in 87. And now we're coming home for Game 7. And the same thing happened. It just, we felt good about our chances. We felt we were a better team than Vancouver. We felt that we should have wrapped up the series earlier against Vancouver, but that's the greatest thing about sports. You can think all you want, but the reality is they got a heartbeat over there too. They got pride over there too. They're there for a reason, because they're a great team. And here we are in Game 7 and happen to go out and execute a great game plan to beat a very hungry, very young, very physical, hard team to play against in Vancouver. And luckily for us, we had a lot of experience. We had a dynamic, incredible amount of talent with Brian Leach and Sergei Zubov, Alex Kovalev, Adam Graves, and Mike Richter in net, and then sprinkled in with some veterans, some hardened veterans with McTavish and Tikkanen and Steve Larmer and Noonan and Mateau and Jeff Bukaboom and Jay Wells and all the amazing players that banded together that year to create maybe not the most skilled team that's ever won a Stanley Cup, but if you look up the word team, they could put the 1994 Ranger team right there, and that year, that team epitomizes what a team is all about.
Get the latest news, opinion, and analysis from MMA to boxing and the professional wrestling world 24/7. SiriusXM Fight Nation, SiriusXM 156, and the SXM app.
I'm Zach Crawford with your SiriusXM NHL schedule for Tuesday, January 7th. All times are Eastern, and please remember that all games, times, and channels are subject to change, so check SiriusXM.com for the latest updates. In the NHL, at 7 p.m., the Pittsburgh Penguins play the Columbus Blue Jackets. The Penguins are on Sirius 211, XM 222, Internet 941, while the Blue Jackets are on Internet 927. 7 p.m., the New York Rangers are against the Dallas Stars. The Rangers are on Sirius 209, XM 220, Internet 938, while the Stars are on Internet 928. The Tampa Bay Lightning play the Carolina Hurricanes. The Lightning can be heard on XM 201, Internet 945, while the Hurricanes are on Internet 924. At 7 p.m., the Boston Bruins play the Edmonton Oilers. The Bruins are on Sirius XM Channel 91, Internet 921, while the Edmonton Oilers are on Internet 930. At 7 p.m., the Detroit Red Wings play the Ottawa Senators. The Red Wings are on Sirius 208, XM 219, Internet 929, while the Senators are on Internet 939. At 7:30 p.m., the Philadelphia Flyers play the Toronto Maple Leafs. The Flyers are on Sirius 210, XM 221, Internet 940, while the Maple Leafs are on Internet 946. At 8 p.m., the Winnipeg Jets play the Nashville Predators. The Jets are on Sirius XM Channel 167 and Internet 951, while the Predators are on Internet 935. At 8 p.m., the Minnesota Wild play the St. Louis Blues. The Wild are on XM 223, Internet 933, while the Blues are on Internet 944. At 10 p.m., the Anaheim Ducks play the Calgary Flames. The Ducks are on Sirius XM Channel 91 and Internet 920, while the Calgary Flames are on Internet 923. And finally, at 10:30 p.m., the San Jose Sharks play the Vegas Golden Knights. The San Jose Sharks are on Sirius 208, XM 219, Internet 942, while the Golden Knights are on Internet 949. For 24/7 coverage of the NHL season and hockey across the world, keep it tuned into Sirius XM NHL Network Radio on Channel 91 for the latest news, updates, and interviews.
Mad Dog Sports Radio has the best sports talk in the business, covering sports with a passion and knowledge you need. Mad Dog Sports Radio, Sirius XM 86, and the SXM app.
Six-time Stanley Cup champion and Hockey Hall of Famer Mark Messier stopped by SiriusXM NHL Network Radio's The Morning Skate with Scott Laughlin to discuss what Game 7 means to him and what it's like to also lose a Game 7.
Well, when you think about the two greatest words in sports, you think about Game 7 for many reasons. Obviously, to get to a Game 7, both teams obviously very evenly matched from the literal sense, the Game 7. You don't have to be a sport fan to understand that something's big at stake and that you will go watch it even if you don't know the teams, you don't know the players, you know the backdrop, because it's the greatest form of reality TV in the world, because there is going to be a winner and a loser. A lot at stake, obviously. But for me personally, it's a lifetime journey to acquire the skill set that's required to be able to perform when the stakes are the highest, under the most scrutinized pressure, when you're expected to perform. And you think about a Game 7 moment, or a Game 7, that's when you have to perform. It's a winner or go home situation. And what are the skill sets that are required to do that? Obviously, we've practiced our game and honed our skill set for years and years and years, tens of thousands of hours of honing our skills. But emotionally, mentally, what prepares you to play in those moments and perform when you're expected to? That, I think, is what really defines a Game 7 moment for the players that have excelled in Game 7 moments. And what are those life lessons that we can teach our young boys and girls, and the skill sets required to do that? The breathing, it's being able to slow your heart down, and your blood pressure goes up, and your decision-making is rash, and concentration varies because of all of it. What allows you to kind of really slow down and use your God-given talent, and then obviously the repetitions through your whole life that you know you can do it. You just got to be able to do it when it matters most. It's like hitting a home run, and like Aaron Boone did, or doing something special at the right moments. And I think the educational part of the docuseries is really fascinating to me there, to help our young boys and girls who will be faced with big decisions in their life. And you don't have to be a sport fan to have a Game 7 moment in life. Everybody's faced with decisions that are going to alter the trajectory of their lives in one way or another there. And we're trying to figure out what those skill sets are.
What does it feel like to lose a Game 7?
Fortunately for me, I never experienced what the Oilers did last year, of going all the way to the end in a championship game and losing in a Game 7. Anytime you get to a Game 7, it's a hard journey to get there. Two teams, evenly matched. It's been a war. It's been a tug-of-war. Everybody's hurt. Everybody's tired. And then to lose that is devastating. I think about my own experience in Game 7, winning 7 of them, the two still hurt to this day. What could I have done different? You know, you always say that you got to lose in order to understand how to win. I do agree with that. I think there are lessons in loss and in failure, both as a team and as an individual. If I had my preference, I would have liked to have learned those lessons while I was winning. But unfortunately, that's just not the way it is. But I look back at it now and just think about how grateful I am for all the lessons in wins and the losses, because it really ends up defining who you are as a person and as a player.
MLB Network Radio is your home for 24/7 baseball talk, featuring on-site coverage of every major event from spring training through the World Series and expert analysis from former general managers and players. SiriusXM Channel 89.
I'm Zach Crawford.
Cross.ca. Stay tuned for that. And Legacy Heating and Cooling. Who's hot and who's not? Legacy Heating and Cooling. Home and no payments, no interest for 1 year. Well, nobody's hotter than Leon Draisaitl. He leads the NHL in goals with 29. He leads the NHL in even strength goals with 22. He leads the NHL in game winning goals with 9. And he's on a 14-game heater. 12 goals, 27 points, plus 12 during that stretch. We are 7 minutes away from face-off, and this is Rogers Game Night on the Oilers Radio Network.
When the Oilers are on the ice, the big hits are a part of the game. But they shouldn't be a part of your drive. If you've been injured in a car collision, let James H. Brown & Associates and their over 200 years of combined injury law experience help you. Locally owned and proud Edmonton Oilers fans, James H. Brown & Associates is ready to support you with their unrivaled experience, unrivaled results, and unrivaled commitment. When accidents happen, head to jameshbrown.com.
Athletes know that to advance your career, you've got to be part of a winning team. So, what about you? Are you working for a winning team? Well, here's your chance to do just that. Brandt is a strong and stable industry leader with career opportunities across Canada. We have hundreds of positions available right now, from parts, sales, positioning technology, heavy-duty mechanics, and more. Be a part of a winning team. Earn your stripes by joining Brandt today. Find out more at BrandtJobs.com.
You're listening to Rogers Game Night on the official voice of the Edmonton Oilers, 880 CHAD, and on the Oilers Radio Network.
No, it's just always hard to come in here and play, and they play hard, and we got to be ready for that. And they have skill too, and usually a good power play. So we got to be ready to play hard.
That is Victor Arvidsson, who's on a line with Vasily Podkolzin, and the league's best player right now. That is Leon Draisaitl, which is a good thing when you're talking about the league's best player, not talking about Connor McDavid. That means you have two really good players. He was a good player himself. He scored 49 goals once and had 114 points in the season. Now, he did play with a guy named Mario, and I might assert to you that I might have been able to have 30 goals and 7. No, that would not have happened. We welcome back to the show our Inside the Game analyst, Rob Brown. Hello, Rob. How you doing?
I'm doing fine, Bob.
How many would I have gotten playing with Mario at that time? Like, were there 2 or 3 tap-ins for you?
There were, but you wouldn't have been able to get to where the tap-in was. So,
are you calling me fat or slow or not talented?
Is there an all of the above? I just want to know what my options are before I make a decision on that.
Well, your options are you are on the broadcast. I love it. It's gold. All right. So look, this is a great place for the guys to play here. This is going to be a good test for the Oilers, isn't it?
It will be. I don't know if the Bruins are where they are in the standings because that's who they are now, or if this is a team that just hasn't found its game yet. The strength of this team has been down the middle over the years. Well, they're not as strong there anymore. They've lost too many players, Krejci and Bergeron, for example. And the strength was in net. And Swayman is nowhere near the goalie that they thought they were signing to the big deal. So if they're getting average goaltending with the players they've lost up front, they don't score as much. And they're not as successful. So you just are waiting for the Boston Bruins to become the Bruins that we've seen in the past. And if they do, then the test becomes that much harder for the Edmonton Oilers. But it is still a team that has Marchand. It's still a team that has Pasternak. And I've always been a huge fan of McAvoy on the back end. So this is a team that can, if they find their game defensively, can give you fits. But the way the Oilers are playing right now, again, I like them against any team in the National Hockey League. I think right now the Edmonton Oilers, and Ekholm said it a few weeks ago, he said, I don't really like looking at the teams we're playing against. I like concentrating on what we're supposed to do. And I think with Oilers right now, just keep playing the way you're playing.
And that's our keys to the game, brought to you by Ford, the official partner of the Edmonton Oilers, built Ford proud. More with Rob Brown and Bryn Griffiths during the end of the roll, first and second intermissions. Cam Moon will have the call up next. It's the Edmonton Oilers and the Boston Bruins live from the TD Garden when we return on the Oilers Radio Network.
MIC is a leader in medical imaging and the official medical imaging provider to the Edmonton Oilers. Make MIC your choice. Whether you're a professional athlete or a weekend warrior, the game doesn't stop for injury. MIC's sports medicine imaging specialists can help you get back in the game with a timely and expert diagnosis. Go where the pros go. For a location near you, visit mic.ca. Our people, our team. It's what business owners almost always say is their most important resource. But strong businesses don't just find great people. They make sure their teams stay healthy, engaged, and performing at their best. A benefits plan from Alberta Blue Cross is more than just drug and dental. They support the whole person with flexible coverage levels that fit the size and circumstance of your business. Find a plan that gets results at ab.bluecross.ca.
Tired of skyrocketing energy bills? Switch to clean, affordable power with Horizon Solar. Whether you want to cut costs, go green, or increase your home's value, Horizon Solar has you covered with tailored solar energy solutions. With current government incentives, there's never been a better time to make the switch. Own your power, control your bills, live sustainably. For your free assessment, call Horizon Solar today or visit horizonsolar.com to get started. Horizon Solar, where going green makes sense.
Looking for top-notch dry cleaning? Riverbend Cleaners in Edmonton have been family-owned for over 40 years. They're experts in tailoring, wedding gown cleaning, and leather and suede care. From coveralls to curtains to jeans and jerseys, they do it all. Enjoy the convenience of free pickup and delivery as well as corporate discounts. Trust Riverbend Cleaners for quality service that's been a local favorite for decades. Visit them at 560 Riverbend Square or call 780-988-6685. Riverbend Cleaners, where experience meets exceptional care.
We watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, they proved through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the
is Oil Country.
McDavid,
Now, with the call of tonight's exclusive NHL broadcast, Bob Stauffer and Cam Moon on the Oilers Radio Network.
The Edmonton Oilers take on the Boston Bruins here at the TD Garden. Good evening, Cam Moon, along with Bob Stauffer, Bryn Griffiths, Rob Brown, Aidan Gannam, Brendan Escott, Jack Michaels. We are the Oilers Radio Network, and our starting lineup is brought to you by Coventry Homes. Flexibility within reach. Get back in the game with customizable designs by Coventry Homes, the official builder of the Edmonton Oilers. For the Oilers up front, Leon Draisaitl with Vasily Podkolzin and Victor Arvidsson. On defense, Darnell Nurse and Brett Kulak. Stuart Skinner starts in goal. For the Bruins, Pavel Zacha with Morgan Geekie and David Pasternak. They're up front. On defense, Parker Wotherspoon and Charlie McAvoy. In goal, it's Jerry Jeremy Swayman. The referees, Wes McCauley and Chris Rooney, Brad Kovacic and Steve Barton. They're on the lines. We're underway here at the TD Garden. The Oilers taking on the Boston Bruins. The puck inside the Edmonton zone. It's Kulak going through the middle, up the left wing, off the stick of Nurse and in. Swayman out to play it, pushes it to the corner. Wotherspoon couldn't get it around past Draisaitl. Puck gets tied up in the corner. Wotherspoon in behind the net to Zacha. He'll get it across. Pasternak on the right wing. He's able to get it out. At the Edmonton blue line on the right wing. Geekie with the shot and a save made by Skinner. And Zacha may have got his stick on it. It's in behind the Edmonton goal. Goes over to the right side. Geekie off the right wing boards about top of the circle. To the left wing point. Wotherspoon to Pasternak. Got spun around by Podkolzin. The puck comes loose and it's Draisaitl in over the Boston line to Arvidsson to Nurse. And his shot goes high and wide. Up the left wing, Wotherspoon will get it out to Geekie at center ice. Dumped down by Nurse. Then Arvidsson comes in, gets the puck free, gives it to Nurse.
The Oilers needed to make more of that opportunity. I mean, that's a 4-on-2 Edmonton had. Nurse got a low percentage shot from the top of the slot at the net.
Ekholm high in the air and out. We're a minute 15 gone here. Scoreless first period. Oilers taking on the Bruins. McDavid into the Boston zone. Goes to the right corner. He'll come in front of the net. Went right through the crease. Didn't get a shot on goal. Puck goes to the left side. McDavid to the blue line. Just off the stick of Ekholm. It comes out.
He no-looked that pass there.
Bouchard to go in behind the Edmonton net. Tied for 6th in defenseman scoring in the NHL. Coming into this evening's action. He's in behind the goal. Up the left wing for Ekholm. Cross ice, goes through and all the way down the ice, and icing the call against Edmonton.
Well, Boston's had an atypical season. I mean, they've been so good for so long. They fire the coach, and he's a good coach. Jim Montgomery at 8-9-3, and Joe Sacco has come in, and he's 12-8-2. But they've got a minus 20 goal differential. I can't remember the last time they had that tough of a goal differential.
Recognizing referee Chris Rooney, working his 1500th NHL game here tonight.
And he is from the state of Mass.
That's right, from South Boston. Face off to the right of Skinner. 27 saves in that 3-2 win versus Anaheim on Friday. Comes up the right wing, and it's dumped out of the zone by Connor Brown. Low right inside his own end for Boston. Up the left wing. That goes to the stick of Adam Henrique. He'll dump it back in. Trent Frederick, his cross ice pass off of Jeff Skinner, and it goes in behind the goal. Rimmed, and on the right wing, it's Hyman. Centering pass off a stick. Rims on the left side to Brazeau. Off the boards and out. Nurse will jam it through the neutral zone. Henrique gets to it, brings it in on the left wing. To Skinner, left side, back to Henrique. Into the slot. Here's Brown, the shot. And the save by Swayman. He held on. Josh Brown jumped up into the play and got a shot right from the slot area.
That's a great look. Terrific three-way passing play from the Edmonton Oilers. Using that third line, Boston with a heavier third line with some size with Frederick and Brazeau out there. And activating on the play was Josh Brown. He got a clean look, and Swayman fought that one off.
Swayman had 23 saves, a 6-4 loss at Toronto on Saturday. Jonas Korpisalo, he played in the overtime loss to the Islanders on Sunday. As Boston has lost their last 4, 1 in OT, the other 3 in regulation. Kulak has it inside the Edmonton blue line. They've been good at home. Up the right wing, Mark will poke it in. 6-0-1 since December 1st here at TD Garden. Can't get it out. Kulak on the left point. Won't get a shot through. Goes into the corner. Kapanen after it. Instead, it's Kastelik to the blue line. Good work by Emberson. He kept it in. To Kapanen in behind the net near the side of the goal. Off the stick of Perry. Goes in front of the net. And McAvoy will take it to the right wing boards. Off the glass and out for Boston. To center ice. Beecher cross ice pass. That goes right onto the stick of Podkolzin. He'll give it to Kulak. Blew in behind the Edmonton net. 3:15 gone here. Scoreless first. The Oilers taking on the Bruins.
Boston's trapping here, Cam.
They are all out in the neutral zone. As Kulak didn't like the looks of it, goes back into his own end. Zacha forced him back. And now it's Draisaitl across to Ekholm. Skates through the middle. In over the line on the left wing to Podkolzin. His shot and a blocker save made by Swayman. Puck to the left wing point. It's Ekholm. Throw it off the cross corner, goes in behind the net. Colson to the left corner, pokes it back to Ekholm. On the left wing to Draisaitl. Wanted to get it low. Brandon Carlo steps up, flips it out. It's going to be just off the outside of the net, and it will be a very late icing call against the Bruins.
I think we're going to get a draw at center ice here. There was a miscommunication there.
Yeah, thank you, Ray. Yeah, they're talking about it. Looks like it'll be center ice, which makes sense.
Boston, of course, a great U.S. city, as you know, one of our favorite stops in the tour.
Wonderful.
Fortunate to do this job. The team flew Sunday, and it seemed like all day Sunday because we left at 10 in the morning Seattle time.
It lost 3 hours.
Lost 3 hours, and it was dark by the time we got here at 6.
Ekholm off that center ice face-off. Went near the blue line, and McAvoy played it into the Oiler end. Nugent Hopkins will turn it up. He's got goals in 3 straight. Just gets it in, and McAvoy right back out with it to Marchand. He'll dump it in, and Ekholm's got to turn back. In behind the Edmonton net, rims on the left. It goes to the point. McAvoy will take a snapshot. It doesn't get through. There was traffic in the high slot. Nugent Hopkins will bounce it out right onto the stick of McDavid. Now to Bouchard, in over the line, across to Brown, and back through the middle, but McAvoy breaks it up. Wotherspoon, left wing corner, being held up by McDavid. Puck comes free to McDavid out of the right corner. He'll walk in front, knocked off his stick. Ekholm down the left wing, his shot, that hits a leg, goes to the right point. Bouchard on the right wing boards to McDavid, all the way up to the blue line, gives it to Bouchard, left point, snaps it across to Ekholm. Goes to the right wing corner. We're scoreless here in the first period. Ekholm, right side to McDavid, almost 5 minutes in. Knocked off his stick, it comes out, but the Oilers hold on to it. And it's McDavid over to Nugent Hopkins. Into the Bruins zone, left wing. It's hit by Frederick, gets it loose to Hyman. Hyman to the left corner, and he'll come in front of the net. Swayman got his stick in there to break it up. And it's up against the boards in the Bruins zone, and Frederick comes out with it. That's center ice off the right wing boards and in. Skinner's going to have to play it. Stuart Skinner got it over to the right wing. Wahlstrom behind the net to Frederick. Frederick hit by Josh Brown. Puck at the side of the Edmonton goal. It's in behind it. They've got it up against the back of the net. It does come loose to McDavid through the middle of the ice. Off the stick of Jeff Skinner. It stays in. Wahlstrom got it low. Now McDavid goes in behind the Edmonton goal. Trying to reverse it. It hit something. Came right in front of the net. Nurse will get it out. Pass for Skinner. Skips over his stick.
Skinner had a chance earlier to get the puck out. He's got to make that play.
On the right wing, Brazo will shoot it in. Stuart Skinner out of his goal to the right wing corner for Kulak. Cross-ice pass to Nurse. Nurse at center to Henrique. Now to Kulak. He'll bring it in. He'll take a hit from Kastelik. And the puck cleared out by Lorei. Solid hit by Mark Kastelik. Into the Bruins zone goes Corey Perry. Rims on the right to Henrique. Back to the right wing point. Josh Brown across to Kulak. A snapshot and is saved by Swayman. Henrique off the right wing boards. Behind the net to Perry. Perry in front of the net to Henrique. Scores! Adam Henrique was in the slot. He puts it upstairs. And the Oilers are up 1-0.
That's a goal from your fourth line. And just the way it worked out, Oilers couldn't quite complete a line change. Didn't matter. Adam Henrique picks up his 4th goal of the year right in the kill zone there, and he scores a lot of goals within 15 feet. But Edmonton wins a puck battle. Down low, they swing it back behind the goal. As Henrique played it to Corey Perry, and then Corey Perry finds Adam Henrique cruising through. Nice finish. Good play by Corey Perry. 1-0 Oilers.
6:33, time of the goal. As the Oilers take a 1-0 lead on the Bruins. Nurse at the Edmonton blue line. Had it hit Janmark, comes back to Nurse. Right side to Josh Brown. Up into the air, a bouncing puck goes into the Boston zone. Zadorov on the end boards. Rimmed around by Carlo, gets past Nurse. It does come out. Nurse in the neutral zone, right back into the Boston end through the middle. Into the right wing corner for Kapanen. Swing it back to the left wing point. Josh Brown on the point, down the boards. Zacha won't get it out. Perry gets to the middle. His shot, that's blocked by Zadorov.
What a chance.
Oh.
Wow.
Puck brought out. Zacha into the Oilers zone for Pasternak. Pasternak to the middle. His wrist shot wide of the net. Comes off the end boards to Geekie. He's in behind the Edmonton goal. Back to the blue line. Wotherspoon. His shot wide. And it goes over to the right wing. 1-0 Oilers here in the first. McAvoy on the right point to the slot. To Geekie. His shot blocked by Janmark, and it comes out. 7.5 gone here in the first period. Adam Henrique, the goal scorer for the Oilers. They're up 1-0. Puck flipped down into the Boston zone. Draisaitl will fly after it. He's got points in 14 straight. Gives it to Podkolzin to the point. Bouchard blasted off his skate. Draisaitl in front of the net. Just missed Podkolzin. It got broken up. Lindholm will get it out.
Kulak, the second assist on the goal. He took the hit to make the play.
Sure did. Puck dumped into the Oilers zone. It goes to the right wing corner. Rimmed around and just past Peak on the right point, and it goes out. Peak turning in front of the Boston net, up the right wing for Lowry. Cuts to the middle at center ice. Shoots it in off the corner boards. Nurse on the end boards, and it's Wahlstrom that's going to get it for the Bruins. Goes over to the right wing. Wahlstrom cycles the puck to Brazeau. Brazeau will take it to the left wing. Now to Frederick. Frederick to the top of the circle. One-hands it to Wahlstrom. He'll walk out. His shot off the arm of Stuart Skinner. Wahlstrom recovers the rebound right wing. He'll let it go off the arm of Skinner. The puck goes in behind the Edmonton net. Rimmed on the left. Peak will keep it in. Got it to the left wing corner to Frederick. His pass broken up by Podkolzin. He'll get it out for Edmonton. To Draisaitl at center ice. Pokes it in. Goes off for a change. Lowry in the left wing corner. Up the right wing to Peak. Up through center ice. Brazeau will direct it in. Stuart Skinner's got to play it. Give it to Emberson on the left wing now to Nugent Hopkins. Get it out through center ice. Hit the skate to Connor Brown. Zadorov in his own zone to Carlo. Carlo up the right wing. Puck just into the Oiler end. Emberson goes across to Ekholm up the right side. He was looking for McDavid. It doesn't connect, and Geekie comes into the Oiler end. Down the right wing, gives it to Zacha in front of the net. Pasternak's shot didn't get through. The left wing, Nugent Hopkins to McDavid. Cross ice to Bouchard. Gets through center now to McDavid. Into the Boston end. The shot and the save made by Swayman. He's going to hold on. 9 minutes, 32 seconds gone here in the first period. Oilers lead the Bruins by a score of 1-0. We're going to take a break from the TD Garden here in Boston. It's For Dealers NHL Hockey on the Oilers Radio Network.
Hockey season is back. And so are the deals at Boston Pizza. Cheer on your team while ordering off their game day menu, or come in and see what great promotions they have going on. At Boston Pizza, they always have something craveable for you to enjoy. Boston Pizza, proud partner of the Edmonton Oilers. Cheers to a great hockey season.
RS Breakers and Controls, Canada's leader in new, used, tested, and obsolete circuit breakers, MCC buckets, bus plugs, and switches. They have everything you need to maintain your aging electrical infrastructure, ensuring it operates as good as new. Their 24/7 emergency response gets you back up and running quickly, saving valuable time and money. Minimal generators or modifications needed, and like-for-like replacements mean no special inspections. Don't replace, repair your legacy equipment with RS. Visit rsbreakers.com.
Do you have tickets to an upcoming event at Rogers Place that you can't attend? Donate your tickets to the Edmonton Oilers Community Foundation Seats for Kids program, presented by Eagle Builders. Seats for Kids provides unused game tickets for charities, allowing children and families to enjoy hockey at Rogers Place. And for many, a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity. To be a part of the Seats for Kids program presented by Eagle Builders, please email edmonton@kidsupfront.com. That's edmonton@kidsupfront.com.
Listen on air, online, and on the Radio Player Canada app.
This is the Oilers Radio Network.
1-0 Oilers lead the Bruins here in Boston. Cam Moon along with Bob Stauffer. Tonight's Oilers 50-50 is presented by Rogers. It's in support of the Edmonton Down Syndrome Society, Special Olympics Alberta, and the Winifred Stewart Association. All honoring the legacy of Joey Moss by empowering and supporting individuals with Down syndrome. Get your tickets at edmontonoilers.com/5050. Adam Henrique's the goal scorers fourth of the year from Perry and Kulak at 6:33. And the Oilers have the 1-0 lead. Face off to the right of Swayman. Henrique taking the draw against Kastelik. Puck Goes off the skate of Hyman. Now he has it on the left wing. To the left wing corner. Wedged on the boards by Kastelik. They battle. Jeff Skinner got it loose, gave it to Hyman. Hyman trying to walk it in front off the stick of Swayman. Hyman over to the right wing, chops it in behind the net. Jeff Skinner back there. He's waiting. Holds onto it. On the right wing now to Hyman. Hyman out of the right side to Skinner in behind the goal. In front of the net to Henrique. He was tied up. And Kastelik will bring it out for the Bruins. Come down the left wing. Through the middle. Couldn't quite get it to Kepke. The puck to the middle of the ice. And Hyman out to Skinner. And Jeff Skinner into the Bruins zone. To Henrique. Now down the left wing to Hyman. Out to Henrique. To the left wing point for Ekholm. Fire it across to Bouchard. Could not get a shot through. Beecher comes out with it. Now on the right to Coyle. He'll dump it in. 9.5 to go in the first. 1-0. Oilers lead on a goal by Henrique. Lindholm in on the forecheck for Boston. It goes in behind the Edmonton net. Bouchard lost it. The quick shot by Coyle, and that goes off the shoulder of Skinner. Here's McAvoy shot. Saved by Skinner. There's a loose puck, and it goes into the right wing corner. Coyle out of the right side for the Bruins to the blue line. McAvoy across that line. It's to Wotherspoon, and he'll play it to the right wing corner. Lindholm trying to get to it. On the right wing, Marchand lost it to Henrique. Will bump it in behind the net and over to the right corner.
Bouchard needs to make a play. Didn't make a great play just inside the line. They blocked the shot, turned the puck over, and the Oilers were lucky to survive that with a goal.
Bouchard starting up with it right now for Edmonton. On the right wing to Arvidsson. Got it in over the line. Floats it towards the net. Carlo will go wheel in behind it, up the right wing for Pasternak, and he'll loop back in front of his goal. The left wing corner, now over to Brandon Carlo. The right wing for Zacha, and he'll bring it into the Oiler end on the right side. The right wing corner, off the inboards to the left point. Zadorov. Down the left wing to Zacha. Bring it up to the line. Give it to Zadorov. Zacha just about lost it. Now he does, and Arvidsson gets it out.
Arvidsson had a chance to hit Leon. Didn't get him the puck.
Pasternak left wing to Zacha. Into the Oilers zone. Cross-ice pass to Geekie in front of the net, and somehow that went off of Nurse. It hit Skinner, and it stays out. It's flipped down the ice. Turning it up. McAvoy up the right wing. Gave it to Geekie. Geekie will dump it in.
Say Edmonton's been a little lucky here not to have given up a goal, Cam. They got to tighten it up just a bit.
Nugent Hopkins, Amberson in his own end. 7:45 to go in the first. 1-0 Oilers lead. Nurse up the right wing, just off of Connor Brown. Nope, it wasn't icing against the Oilers. Yeah, there have been a few anxious moments, I would say, in the Oilers zone already.
And the Bruins' overall shooting percentage this year is 28th in the league at 9.5%. Edmonton's shooting percentage has moved up to 22nd at 10.3.
Bruins just hitting the outside of the post. Got a few pinball in front of the net.
Yeah.
Face off to the right of Skinner.
There's been some loose change around the Edmonton net. Some nights those pucks end up in the goal.
David will take the draw. Goes to the top of the circle. Wotherspoon plays it low. Emberson around the left wing to Nugent Hopkins. To Ty Emberson. Emberson in front of the Edmonton net. Frederick forces him to the right. Gets it up the right wing. It'll get to the line. It's not getting out. It's kept in. Frederick. Left wing corner in front to Brazo. Off his stick goes in behind the goal. Wahlstrom gets it to the left wing point to Wotherspoon. He'll shoot it towards the net. Sails wide. On the left side, Nugent Hopkins behind the goal to Emberson.
They've picked up the forecheck a bit here. At least this line has.
Comes out to center ice. Nugent Hopkins. That goes in on the offside. And Wotherspoon pass up the left wing to Marchand. Marchand into the Oilers zone. Stops on the left side. Plays it in behind the net. Goes in behind the goal to the right corner to Coyle. He'll get it to the blue line. Here's Peak shot. And that was end over end, and it went wide. Lori in from the left point. He kept it in. Ekholm on the end boards. Hit by Lindholm. Marchand gets a loose puck to the left wing point. Lori will take a snapshot. That one blocked in front of the net. Now shot towards the goal. Never did get to the goal, though. Connor Brown will bank it off the left wing boards and down the ice. Won't be icing. Swayman had to play it. Here's Perry. His shot and the save made by Swayman as Corey Perry got the feed from Connor McDavid. We're going to take a break. 6:13 to go in the first period. 1-0. The Oilers lead the Bruins. From Boston at the TD Garden, it's Ford Dealers. NHL hockey on the Oilers Radio Network.
For years now, we've been warning Edmontonians on the hazards of our stormwater facilities. While they may appear to look like still ponds, there is moving water beneath the surface, which makes the ice dangerously... The unpredictability of stormwater facilities makes them treacherously unsafe for all winter activities, even walking. So think twice. Don't go on the ice. A safety message from EPCOR.
Hey, Paul Brandt here. I've said it before and I'll say it again. I'm proud to call myself an Albertan. You know, after years of touring this great province in my Ford F-150, I've learned the value of driving a tough, capable, smart truck. Whether you're working for the weekend or long-hauling it like I am, there's an F-150 for every Albertan, with plenty of options to choose from, like available Pro Power on board. So if you're looking for a new truck, stop by your Alberta Ford dealer and tell them PB sent ya.
Hey, Edmonton. Ever think about who gets your hard-earned money when you buy groceries or gas? For all you know, it could be buying a second yacht or private jet. But at Co-op, they put it right back into the community. That's because they're owned by 120,000 everyday Edmontonians, not a corporation. Feel good about where your money goes when you shop Co-op. Visit in-store for details.
All games, all season. You're listening to the Oilers Radio Network.
Cam Moon and Bob Stauffer here in the Legacy Heating and Cooling broadcast booth. Legacy Heating and Cooling, home no payments, no interest for 1 year. 1-0 Oilers lead. 6:13 to go here in the first period as they take on the Boston Bruins. Face off the Bruins zone to the right of Jeremy Swayman.
A little bit different defense pairing here. Kulak and Bouchard. I'm looking down at the end of the bench and I see both Ekholm and Darnell Nurse.
Mixing it up a little.
I wonder if Nurse is fixing a skate.
Maybe. Zadorov goes behind his net, up the left wing. And Kepke will get it out. Blasted right back in by Kulak. Rims around to Zadorov. Over to his partner, Carlo. Around the boards, hits something on the glass. Kastelik up the right wing. Off the boards and out to Kepke. He'll shoot it in. Goes in behind the Edmonton net. Bouchard to Kulak. Beecher's in on the forecheck, but up the left wing to Kapanen. Goes cross ice to Bouchard. At center, he'll shoot it in. From behind the Boston net, Swayman almost gave that away, but did get it to Kastelik. Lifted up.
It's not good. Janmark's hurt.
Janmark's slow to get up. Hasn't got up. Here's Zadorov into the Oilers zone. He'll drive towards the net. Oh, he absolutely drilled Skinner. He was driving to the front of the net and hammered Stuart Skinner. Lost his mask.
Skinner's hurt.
Well, yeah, he got steamrolled.
And he's grabbing at his left thigh.
Might have got a skate there. Mask landed up in the corner. Zadorov cut to the net.
TD Force is out looking at him right now. The way it's looking right now, I think Stu's going to have to come out of this game.
I mean, Zadorov's already in the box. Cal Pickard is standing up.
I mean, that was a hard net drive there by Zadorov. And Stuart Skinner's still down right now. He's on his knees.
When you got Nikita Zadorov driving through the crease.
6'6", 240 pounds.
It's like getting hit by a freight train. Okay, we're going to get the call here.
91 Boston, minor penalty, 2 minutes goaltender interference.
Well, he got his money's worth. Calvin Pickard's got his mask on.
I think Skinner might have to come out here. He's staying in. That's going to infuriate the fans even more.
No, Skinner's staying in.
Wow. Oilers power play, as I mentioned, second in the league since November the 23rd, 32.1%. Overall in the year, they're at 23.5. That's 11.
Power play, it's brought to you by Atco Energy, your trusted energy retailer. Learn more at atcoenergy.com.
Are they going to reevaluate this? Can they do this on this call?
They might.
Yeah.
They're going on the headset.
Yeah, they're going to take this off the board here. You watch, the Oilers will not end up getting a power play here.
No, they're making Stuart Skinner come out of the net.
Okay, that's it.
They're forcing him out of the net. That'd be of the concussion protocol.
That would have been it. Yeah.
So they'll take a look at him. We might see Stuart Skinner come back in, but Calvin Pickard's into the game right now. Oilers are on the power play. They're up 1-0 with 5:25 to go in the first period. Here at the TD Garden in Boston, Draisaitl wins the draw. Bouchard walks to the middle. Now on the left to Nugent Hopkins. Off the end board, McDavid to Draisaitl, left wing corner. Draisaitl around to the right to McDavid. Crowd voices their displeasure at the call. Puck to the line, and it's Bouchard. Right wing to McDavid. In front to Draisaitl. Directed it wide. Nugent Hopkins left side. Got it into the slot. Hyman trying to get to it, but diving was McAvoy to get it out.
So what I don't like there is both Bouchard and Nugent Hopkins right off the draw passed up on shots to the net. They were in good shooting positions to let her rip.
Here's McDavid into the Boston zone. Stops on the right, top of the circle. Now to Draisaitl. Draisaitl, right wing corner. First in the NHL with goals. Right wing corner to McDavid. Comes up that right side. McDavid to Draisaitl to Bouchard. His shot, that hit Hyman. It's at the side of the goal. Went off the pad of Swayman. Cleared out by Coyle.
I'm not sure how Hyman didn't score there.
I don't know. McDavid into the Bruins zone on the right wing. Cross to Nugent Hopkins. 49 seconds to go in the power play. Back to the point to Bouchard. Now to Nugent Hopkins. Left wing corner McDavid to Nugent Hopkins. To McDavid behind the net. On the right wing to Draisaitl. To McDavid. Up the right. Into the middle. He wanted to get that through to Draisaitl. McAvoy broke it up and got it out.
Too many low percentage plays. Had 3 chances to put it to the net, attack the net with the extra man, and they didn't.
25 seconds to go in the man advantage. 1-0 Oilers. 3:45 to go in the first period. Henrique will shoot it in. Swayman stops it behind the net. Wotherspoon tried to rim it. It goes off of Arvidsson. Puck's behind the goal. Peak up the right wing for the Bruins. Through the middle, hits the stick of Jeff Skinner. That's a high stick. And the whistle goes as the Oilers touch it. 9 seconds left to go. So far, the Oilers have 1 shot on goal in this power play.
I just don't understand, Cam, why when you have the opportunity to shoot it. Look at this. Brown is skating over to the Boston. He's looking at Zadorov. Zadorov's on in 9 seconds here. I wonder if there's going to be a tilt here.
He went right by that penalty box and
said, "Hey, that's..."
Gave him what for there? Yes.
Yep.
Puck shot in by Nurse. We'll keep our eye on Zadorov. It's deep into the Boston zone. Zadorov's out there. Puck into the right wing corner. Skinner with the shot, and it's saved by Swayman. Jeff Skinner played it in front of the net, and that gets broken up by Geekie. Puck gets rimmed, it won't get out. Nurse, left point, fakes the shot, gives it to Skinner down the left side. Now to Nurse, his shot save made by Swayman. Puck goes into the left corner. Jeff Skinner takes it in behind the net, over to the right. Up the right wing to the top of the circle. His shot off the arm of Swayman. Nurse from the left point will keep it in. Top of the circle, Skinner to Henry. Couldn't get a shot through. Goes to Arvidsson, left corner. Back to the blue line to Nurse. Nurse, his shot. Tipped by Henrique. It went wide. Low-rye, not a peak. Oilers 0 for 1 with a man advantage. 2 minutes, 35 seconds to go in the first. 1-0 Oilers lead. Frederick up the left wing for the Bruins. We'll get to center ice to Low-rye. Shoot it in. Pickard will stop it behind the net. Rims it high on the glass. It goes off the puck. Colson, Ekholm up the left wing to center ice. That's it. McAvoy goes all the way across to Pasternak. Back into his own end to Wotherspoon. Wotherspoon on the right to McAvoy. Into the middle to Frederick. Just got it into the Oiler end. It'll go to the right wing corner. Wallstrom in behind the goal. Now Bouchard came in there. Draisaitl got it to the boards. Frederick back to the blue line. Wotherspoon across to McAvoy. Up to Frederick. Got his stick lifted. Puck comes out. Draisaitl down the left wing and over the Bruins line. He'll drop it into the middle. Bouchard shot. Saved by Swayman. The rebound just poked wide of the net. Wotherspoon off the left wing boards and out. Good chance for the Oilers. Draisaitl right back in on the left wing. Couldn't get a pass through to Podkolzin. It'll go to Hyman. His shot. Stick save made by Swayman. Puck on the left wing boards. It's Draisaitl. He'll come out. His shot. Pad saved by Swayman. Puck to the middle of the ice. Bouchard kept it in. To the right wing corner. It's Hyman. Up against the right wing boards. Frederick was able to dig it loose. Get it to the blue line. Didn't get it out. Frederick with another chance. He won't get it out either. It's Janmark down the left wing. His centering pass put wide by Perry. It's in behind the net. Wotherspoon from the left wing will clear it. Won't be icing. Kulak in his own end. Up the left wing gets it out. Up to the last minute here in the first. 1-0 Oilers lead. Cross ice pass by Janmark. Doesn't go through. Marchand will get it out.
Good push here. The Oilers have got 8 straight shots this game.
Shot in by Janmark. Oilers are offside. Got a tag up. Out from behind his net is Peak. And Andrew Peak to center ice. Now he'll whistle the puck in and it rims over to the left wing. Emberson to Kulak. Was in behind the goal. Kulak to get it out. Up the right wing. Now to Kapanen. Into the Bruin zone. Kapanen stops on the right wing. Oilers are making changes. So Kapanen to the cross to the left wing point. Nurse through the middle. It hit Pasternak. It won't get out of the zone now. Pasternak will get control. 20 seconds to go in the period. Across to Geekie. Geekie into the Oiler end. Dumps it to the left wing corner. Into behind the Edmonton net. Pasternak left corner. Trying to get it in front. Goes off a stick over the net. Over to the right wing boards in the Oilers zone. Zaka through the middle. And the puck cleared out. First period will end. And the Oilers will take a 1-0 lead.
Oilers had
20 minutes of play.
Oilers went on an 8-shot run at the end of the period.
They were rolling.
And frankly, didn't finish a couple chances for odd man breaks. So, because there were some looks there for Edmonton, but nonetheless, a pretty good road period to start.
Adam Henrique, the goal scorer for the Oilers, his 4th of the season from Perry and Kulak. That was at 6:33. Stuart Skinner got run over by Nikita Zadorov. Had to come out of the game. Calvin Pickard was in. And the Oilers have a 1-0 lead after 20 minutes of play. We're here at the TD Garden in Boston.
Yeah, it's a solid period for Edmonton.
Yep. Oh. All right, we got Josh Brown downstairs, Cam Moon, Bob Stauffer upstairs. Josh, first of all, your thoughts on the way that first period went?
Yeah, I liked our start. Honestly, I thought we came out flying, and they had a good pushback, like you expect from a team like that. You know, they get bodies to the net and get some shots there. So all in all, yeah, I thought overall it was a pretty good period though.
You got a pretty good look there, first or second shift of the game, and then you cruise by and just let a guy know, hey, you know what I'm saying? All good, right? It's part of what you got to do.
Yeah, exactly. You know, it's part of my game. Didn't really like the shot on Skins there, so we'll see how that plays out. But yeah, nice pass by Rico to start the game. Would have been a great way to start it, but Swayman made a nice save there.
Coming up, back up to the Oilers, and you get this opportunity here against the Bruins. You had to be fired up to be in the lineup tonight.
Oh, for sure. Yeah, you know, it's a privilege to play in this league, and yeah, whenever you get that call, it's always amazing. So yeah, I'm just going to keep trying to play my game and keep pushing forward here.
Love it. Josh, thanks for doing this.
Josh.
Thanks, guys.
All right, there was Josh Brown downstairs. Yeah, I thought his presence was noticed in that first period.
Yeah, absolutely. This is a bigger team. I mean, you take a look at they were playing Castellac with Frederick and Brazeau in Edmonton, and those guys dominated play when they were on the ice. Oilers make a switch out, and Troy Stetcher's played pretty well for Edmonton, but he's a 5'9" right shot D, and they got Josh Brown in there, who's 6'5" right shot D, and is willing to throw down. And we'll see if there's any further repercussions because of what happened with Zadorov. That is, you know, I think we'll probably see Skinner in there in the second period. That's just a guess, but it was clear that he was pulled out of the game by the concussion spotters, so the protocol's taken place. I have a feeling he'll be back in this one. But for Edmonton, the one thing I will say it's ironic. I didn't love their power play, but they gained momentum from the power play after and dominated play territorially in the final 4 minutes of that period and got several shots on goal. So 13-4 the shots for the Oilers. More of that. In fact, they just gave them one more. So pretty
14-4 now, yeah?
Yeah, pretty dominating period for Edmonton overall. Just would have liked one more goal, maybe.
Adam Henrique, the goal scorer, 4th of the year, 6:33 into the first period. 1-0. Oilers lead the Bruins after 20 minutes. Bryn Griffiths, Rob Brown, they're set and ready to go with the first intermission. They'll have it for you when we come back from the TD Garden in Boston. It's Ford Dealers NHL Hockey on the Oilers Radio Network.
It's game on at City Ford.
With an all-star lineup of 2024 Ford favorites, save up to $5,000 on Escapes,
Up to $9,000 on Bronco Sports.
and up to $19,000 on F-150s.
Plus, take advantage of 0% financing options available on select models.
Spin the wheel and win an iPad, Oilers merch, Costco card, even a trip to Vegas.
Visit City Ford on the St. Albert Trail.
Celebrating 70 years in the signage industry, William Huff Advertising is the most recognized name in the game. An in-house, one-stop shop for all of your design, print, and installation needs. William Huff provides quality graphic solutions for everyone. Here in our City of Champions and throughout the nation, they are the preferred signage partner entrusted by many of the biggest corporations, pro sports teams, and organizations to bring their identity to life. Recognize the name, get in the game. WilliamHuff.com.
At the intermission, brought to you by End of the Row Flooring Centers. Let's get flooring.
Perry in front of the net to Henrique. Scores! Adam Henrique was in the slot. He puts it upstairs, and the Oilers are up 1-0.
And that's our Highlight Zone brought to you by Century Casinos. All in, all games, all season. Century Casinos with 3 great locations in Edmonton, St. Albert, and right next door to the Edmonton International Airport. Welcome to the Winter Zone. And welcome to the first intermission. Bryn Griffiths along with Rob Brown. We're in Studio B here back in Edmonton. Adam Henrique ripping one for his 4th of the season. Nice feed from Corey Perry. Also, Kulak in with the assist on that one. Oilers with a 1-0 lead, and certainly I think value for that 1-0 lead.
Well, Corey Perry, who was a healthy scratch the other night and no fault of his own, he's been playing very well, makes a really nice play from behind the net. Henrique keeps the play alive along the boards. And what you love with Henrique, he throws the puck down behind the net and then doesn't just sit and watch to see what is about to happen. He puts himself into scoring position. He went to the front of the net. And Perry, as we've talked about before, he doesn't have the speed he once had. But what Corey Perry has is a smart. And when he plays a half-court offense, and it's kind of what it is, below the tops of the circles down, he still makes the right play 99% of the time. And on that one, he had everyone watching him. He finds Henrique sneaking in and on and off the stick of Henrique. So this is, 3 straight games that the 4th line has scored for the Edmonton Oilers. They're getting depth scoring, and a big reason that the Oilers are on this run that they're on right now is that they're getting scoring all the way through their lineup, and that was a really nice play by Perry and nice finish by Adam Henrique.
Let's talk about Connor McDavid. You pointed it out really early in the first period about the fact that you can see a Connor McDavid wants to make something happen because he's taking the puck as often as he possibly can to the net, not necessarily looking to pass, but to shoot. He obviously doesn't want to go 3 games without a point. It's pretty obvious.
Well, he has back-to-back games without points, which is very unlike Connor McDavid. He's got 3 goals in 14 or 16 games, which again, very unlike Connor McDavid. I know that Louis talked about it a lot on the television broadcasts. It's been talked about that Connor was on an optional skate today, stayed on late. Superstars become superstars because they continue to try to improve. Connor McDavid's the best in the world, yet I'm not happy with the way things are going. I'm going to go out there and work on things. Feel good about myself. Put the puck in the net in practice. Make some passes. And in the last couple games, I noticed it against Seattle the other night, he's thinking shot first. And which is effective. He's got a great shot, and he's just like, I'm going to put pucks on net. I'm going to get out of this little bit of a, if you can call it a funk, because he's still almost averaging 2 points a game in his last 13 or 14, but he hasn't put the puck in the back of the net. So twice tonight already he's taken the puck to the net. He's going to shoot when he has the opportunity. He's got some jump, and there will be an explosion. There will be a 5-point night coming up pretty soon for Connor McDavid, whether it's tonight or but sometime on this road trip. He's ready to explode. He's not happy with status quo, where most players in the National Hockey League would be pretty excited to have a stretch that Connor has had.
I love the fact that he's shooting the puck because we all know what he can do with it passing. I think other teams often think that he might pass it first, but he's got a great shot, and the fact that he's letting it go here in the first period, I think bodes well for the Oilers in period 2 and 3.
Well, I mean, he's a 50-goal scorer in the National Hockey League, so shooting's not an issue for Connor McDavid. I think that the more he shoots, the more it creates the opposition. Now they're guessing.
Right.
Because there'd been a time where, okay, Connor's got it, he's going to move it. Who's he passing it to? The goaltender could cheat a little bit that way. When Connor's shooting, now there's guesswork. And when you're a defender and you're guessing, you're in trouble. Because what Connor does when he shoots, he's got an incredibly accurate shot, but when he passes, it's always on the stick. So now you're like, okay, which evil is worse?
I know.
And so Connor McDavid, eventually some of these pucks are going to find the back of the net. And like most superstars, when one goes in, it usually is followed very quickly by 2, 3, 4, and 5.
Your thoughts on this? Oiler fan favorite Nikita Zadorov driving to the net and knocking Stuart Skinner flying. Did not come back through the rest of the first period. You and I talked about the fact it only makes sense to not bring him back. Well, if he's ready to come back, bring him back at the start of the second. Clear your head a little bit, but
I don't think he was allowed back though. I think this was one where the concussion spotters stepped in. They pull him out of the period. That's why Pickard's going in, and then I think it's about 15 minutes it takes for them to do the concussion testing. At that point, the period would be over anyways. So I don't think they had a choice. I think, I'm guessing Skinner was pulled by the National Hockey League. He'll go in between periods and gives them a little bit of a rest, get the cobwebs out, and then you have a much better idea going forward. I would expect to see him to start the second period. As for Zadorov, he's taking the puck to the net.
As we expect him to do. Well, that's what he does.
Well, yeah, but any player. I mean, that's your job. Take the puck to the net. The problem for Zadorov is twofold. And Louis pointed out, he's a monster of a man. He's massive.
Right.
That is a massive, massive man. And most players going to the net, they will try to tiptoe around a goaltender. I don't think there's tiptoeing in Zadorov's game.
No.
He plods. They're big steps when he takes them. So he tried going. He was thinking goal. I have no thought in my mind he was thinking goal, but the refs made the right call. He was a little pushed by Kulak, but nothing that would affect the route that Zadorov took. Zadorov took a route that was through Stuart Skinner.
Point A to point B.
And the referees made the right call, and it was a 2-minute penalty. It's just unfortunate the Oilers weren't able to capitalize. When someone hits your goalie, you hope that you can make them pay for that.
Okay, Rob, thanks. We'll talk to you coming up at intermission number 2. At the intermission is brought to you by End of the Roll Flooring Centers. Let's get flooring. This is your Four Dealers NHL Hockey on the Oilers Radio Network.
Bloom Benefits offers amazing coverage that even the toughest hockey players can get behind. With excellent coverage, they offer things like massage.
You want to go?
Counseling services.
Let's go!
Dental coverage.
That was not offside.
And eye exams. With custom health coverage for any group of any size, Bloom Benefits make every team better, stronger, and healthier. Plans start from just $54 a month. Rethink your benefits today at bloombenefits.ca.
Hey folks, Paul Brandt here. I love being an Albertan, and I love Ford trucks. And I know that like hard-working Albertans across this great province, there's a Ford truck for everyone. Like Super Duty. It's what I like to call a workhorse. A truck built for heavy-duty performance and getting the job done. Now that's a truck to live and work by. So whatever you're working on, you'll know that the 2024 Ford Super Duty's got the goods. Get yours today at your Alberta Ford dealer. Just tell them PB sent you.
To the fans who bleed orange and blue, never miss a game, and are always on the edge of their seat. Show your passion for the Oilers and cheer on the team at Molson Canadian Oilers Game Day Live. Attend throughout the season for your chance to win 2025-26 Edmonton Oilers season seats. Be there for the next Game Day Live event on January 9th at Twin Otter Neighborhood Pub. For the full event schedule and to RSVP, go to OilersGameDayLive.com. At the intermission, brought to you by End of the Row Flooring Centers. Let's get flooring.
This is Global News at the first intermission. I'm Rod Kurtz. Prime Minister Justin Trudeau has called a meeting with the provincial premiers next Wednesday in Ottawa. They'll have a face-to-face chat about how Canada will approach U.S. President-elect Donald Trump and his ongoing threat of tariffs on Canadian products once he takes office. Trump repeated those threats at a news conference in Florida today and suggested the U.S. might use economic force to make Canada the 51st state. In a social media post, Prime Minister Justin Trudeau said, quote, "There isn't a snowball's chance in hell that Canada would become part of the United States." A 55-year-old massage therapist in Edmonton facing 3 more charges of sexual assault. Pepito Manalo was first charged back in November after a female client complained about being touched inappropriately while visiting a physiotherapy clinic in the Mill Woods area. At the time, police suspected there were more victims and asked people to come forward. Since then, police received 3 more complaints and last Thursday laid 3 more charges. Police believe Manalo may still be practicing massage therapy in Edmonton, and they're concerned there may still be more victims. I'm Rod Kurtz, your next scheduled newscast at the second intermission on 880 CHED.
The holiday countdown has started at Freedom Ford. Unbeatable deals on 2024 models with savings up to $15,000 and 0% financing. Plus, enjoy up to $10,000 cash back on your new Ford. Hurry, these offers won't last.
For years now, we've been warning Edmontonians on the hazards of our stormwater facilities. While they may appear to look like still ponds, there is moving water beneath the surface, which makes the ice dangerously... The unpredictability of stormwater facilities makes them treacherously unsafe for all winter activities, even walking. So think twice. Don't go on the ice. A safety message from EPCOR.
Chemco is more than just a trusted local name. Chemco has been building industry across Canada for more than 60 years. From engineering through to commissioning, construction, maintenance, and beyond, Chemco's multidiscipline approach stands firmly on the belief that Chemco cares. It's not just what they do, it's how they do it. Visit Chemco.com and discover how they can support your project today. Chemco, proud fans of the Edmonton Oilers, serving and supporting communities across Canada for over 60 years.
The holiday countdown has started at Freedom Ford. Unbeatable deals on 2024 models with savings up to $15,000 and 0% financing. Plus, enjoy up to $10,000 cash back on your new Ford. Hurry, these offers won't last.
At the intermission, brought to you by End of the Row Flooring Centers. Let's get flooring.
Bryn Griffiths back at Studio B in Edmonton. Let's take a look at the out-of-town scoreboard brought to you by Pizza 73, the official pizza of the Edmonton Oilers. Other games going on after one period of play. It is the visiting Columbus Blue Jackets leading Pittsburgh 1-0. Also after 20, the Rangers on home ice at Madison Square Garden holding a 3-2 lead over the visiting Dallas Stars. Red Wings up 1-0 on home ice over the Ottawa Senators after 1. Tampa with a 1-0 lead on Carolina also after the first period. And we're midway through the first period in Philadelphia where the Flyers and the Maple Leafs are scoreless at this point. Other games tonight, St. Louis at Minnesota, Predators in Winnipeg, Ducks hosting the Flames, and it's the Golden Knights in San Jose to take on the Sharks. Next up for the Edmonton Oil Kings in the Western Hockey League, they're playing tomorrow. They'll take on the Saskatoon Blades 7 o'clock at Rogers Place, and Bakersfield doesn't play now till Friday where they'll take on San Jose in San Jose. That's an 8:30 start Mountain Time. The out-of-town scoreboard brought to you by Pizza 73, the official pizza of the Edmonton Oilers. Second period is coming up next. At the intermission is brought to you by End of the Row Flooring Centers. Let's get flooring. This is your Ford Dealers NHL Hockey on the Oilers Radio Network.
At the intermission has been brought to you by End of the Row Flooring Centers. Let's get flooring.
Be a savvy Edmonton hotel shopper. Book through Edmonton'sBestHotels.com and receive up to $225 in cash rewards. There are over 55 member hotels to choose from, offering their best value rates. Edmonton'sBestHotels.com. Rewards with every booking.
When was the last time your electricity and natural gas provider made you feel like this? Low rates, no strings attached, year-round perks, and local energy experts who always have your back with Encore by Epcor. Find that carefree energy feeling at encore.epcor.com/carefree.
Customers are free to purchase natural gas or electricity services from a retailer of their choice. For a list of retailers, visit ucahelps.alberta.ca or call 310-4822 toll-free.
Get ready to live sky high. Sky Signature Suites offers remarkable units for rent, featuring sophisticated floor plans, designer finishes, resort-like amenities, and breathtaking views. Situated in the heart of Ice District, Sky is the address for socializing, dining, entertainment, and fun. A building like no other in a location like no other. Visit skysignaturesuites.com and make your home high above the ordinary.
Be a savvy Edmonton hotel shopper. Book through edmontonsbesthotels.com and receive up to $225 in cash rewards. There are over 55 member hotels to choose from, offering their best value rates. edmontonsbesthotels.com. Rewards with every booking.
Listen on air, online, and on the Radio Player Canada app. This is the Oilers Radio Network.
1-0 Oilers lead. Cam Moon along with Bob Stauffer here in Boston. Oilers 50-50 presented by Rogers. It's back with life-changing jackpots. Tonight's jackpot sitting at $394,000 and climbing. The February bonus jackpot's $107,000. Our next lucky winner could be you. Get your tickets now at edmontonoilers.com/5050. Stuart Skinner back in net for the Oilers. We're underway here in the second period.
And he never faced a shot, Calvin Pickard. He's perfect.
He was perfect. Arvidsson gets the puck in over the line for Podkolzin. It's knocked away from him, but kept in by Draisaitl. Left corner to Arvidsson. Got dumped down. Puck along the boards and McAvoy for the Bruins. Cross ice to Geeky at center. Now on the left to Witherspoon. Little cross ice. Gave it away to Podkolzin. Get it up the boards and out to center. Now we're at center ice. Zaka down the left wing to Geeky. Geeky to the left wing corner. Up against the boards. It comes loose to Podkolzin. Up the right wing. Now to Arvidsson. Across on the left to Nurse to Arvidsson. Went off the pad of Swayman. Zadorov on the right wing. To the middle of the ice. Leave it to Geeky. He'll dump it in. We'll go off the inboards. Ekholm behind the Edmonton goal. Rims it. It's kept in, though, out of the right wing corner. The shot and the save made by Skinner off of Lindholm off the right wing. We get the whistle. 1:09 into the second. The Oilers are up 1-0.
So the shots unofficially in the first period are now official 14-4 for Edmonton. And at one point, the shots were 4-4. So the Oilers got a 10-shot run at the end of the period. And that they did not score in those 10 shots.
Off the draw, puck in the left wing corner, and Ekholm up and out with it. Zadorov has to deal with a bouncing puck. Left wing to Marchand, out through center ice. Gets to center, there's Nugent Hopkins for the Oilers. Brings it right back in to McDavid as he comes down the left wing to Nugent Hopkins. The backhand, oh, and a save made by Swayman. He got it with a glove and held on. Nugent Hopkins had to make a nifty move to get it to the backhand. That was a good stop.
Well, Ryan healed the first shot. The first shot attempt. He healed the shot, and then he was able to have the presence of mind to pick the puck up, and often you wrong foot the goaltender on that. And he chipped the puck, and Swayman stayed with it. Swayman's had a difficult campaign relative to how good he's been. Minus 6.9 goals saved above expectation. Not what they were looking for when they signed that massive extension in the offseason.
13-13-3 coming into this one is Jeremy Swayman. Puck goes to the right wing boards in the Bruins zone. Up to Wallstrom will get to center ice. And Alori just to the Edmonton blue line. Josh Brown out with it to Jeff Skinner. Into the Boston zone. Now on the right wing to Henrique. Has to go in behind the net to the right corner. Goes off his stick. Alori. Up to Wallstrom. Got hit by Brown. Frederick can direct it into the Oilers zone. Stuart Skinner to play it. Gets it around on the left, but it's Wallstrom. Knocked off of it by Brown, and up the right wing to Hyman it goes, and they'll come out of the Edmonton zone. And caught by Brazeau. Frederick can shoot it right back in. It's in behind the Edmonton net. Nurse will bring it out.
Yeah, Mark's obviously okay. He, on the sequence just before Skinner left the game on the net drive by Zadorov, Janmark appeared to tweak something in the lower body, but he's flying out there. He's backing up.
He's up the left wing. Little bank pass too far for Kapanen. Swayman out to rim the puck. It goes into the corner and off of Perry. And Kapanen now on the right wing boards. To the left wing point for Kulak. Had it hop on him and come out. And he'll shoot it back in. The Oilers have to vacate the zone. As McAvoy brings it through the middle for the Bruins. 1-0 Oilers here early in the second period. McAvoy got it into the zone. It goes off of Castaway. Over to the right wing. Kapanen into the blue line. Kept in on the left wing point. Wotherspoon got it low. Kapanen with another opportunity. This time to Janmark. Will get it out to Kulak down the left wing. Shoot it in. Cross corner. Hits the right corner boards. Wotherspoon to the middle of the ice to Beecher. Now to Kepke to center, and he'll dump it in. Just over 3 minutes gone here in the second. 1-0 Oilers lead. Adam Henrique's the goal scorer. Draisaitl inside the Edmonton blue line. Up the left wing. It goes off the stick of Kulak. Pasternak to the Edmonton line. That's it. Draisaitl. Over to Kulak, now to Podkolzin. He'll skate down the left wing. Into the Boston end. Stops on the left side at the hash marks. To Draisaitl, left wing point. Now to Ekholm. He'll rip a shot and a pad save made by Swayman. It's up against the left wing boards. Comes in front to Arvidsson. The backhand. Swayman was able to keep that out.
Interference, but Colson was picked off there. Not sure what they're watching. I mean, that's obvious interference.
Zadorov out of his own end, up the left wing to Geekie. He'll shoot it in. And rims on the right. Off of Ekholm. Now to Pasternak, goes in behind the Edmonton net with it. Left wing to Wotherspoon. Behind the Edmonton goal, and Ekholm jams it up the right side, and it's Draisaitl to bring it out. It's center ice, one hands it in. McAvoy turns on it. Nugent Hopkins on him. Got it in behind the net. Marchand, his pass goes right off of Connor Brown to McDavid. Right wing corner to Nugent Hopkins. Brings it up the right side, top of the circle, to the blue line to Kulak. He'll shoot it. Save made by Swayman. Rebound to McDavid. Goes to the right wing corner. In front of the net. Goes through the slot across to Coyle. He'll get it out for the Bruins. A little long pass to Marchand down the left wing. Marchand turns around. He got dumped down. It goes off the end of his stick. McAvoy will keep it in only for a moment. Nugent Hopkins can get it out. Passes in behind McDavid. It goes into the Bruins zone to the end boards. About 5 minutes gone here in the second. 1-0 Edmonton leads. Marchand to the middle. To Lindholm, right wing to Lorei. He'll shoot it in. The rim on the left wing. Marchand along the left wing boards. Played it to the net. Not very hard. Stopped by Skinner. He'll cover it. 5 minutes, 7 seconds gone in the second. 1-0 Oilers lead.
Not much needs to be said in front of that Edmonton goal when the Oilers have both Josh Brown, who can fight as we know, and Darnell Nurse. Bruins got some heaviness in the lineup. Brazeau and Frederick on a line together. Edmonton's played pretty well. I mean, these shots are 19-6, Cam, 25 minutes into this game.
Face off to the right of Stuart Skinner. Skinner 15-8-3 coming into this one. His 27th appearance. Wahlstrom with it on the left wing inside the Oilers zone. Wanted to get it behind the net to Brazeau. Then Emberson takes a hit from Wahlstrom, but gets it across to Ekholm. Will get it out, skips it over the stick of Jeff Skinner. It's icing against the Oilers.
Emberson is a courageous player. Something that Matthias Ekholm said today in an interview I did with him. He talked about the fact that he sells out blocking shots and he'll take a hit to make a play, and he just got belted there. Wahlstrom, by the way, in a kids event here in the shootout, put on a show when he was about 11 or 12, scored a goal in this building. Ended up getting picked on waivers.
Frederick shoots towards the net, hit Emberson. He'll get it out. Right wing to Hyman. Hyman into the Bruins end. To the right wing corner. Taken to the boards by Frederick. Hyman to Henrique. Henrique behind the net. Frederick gets it loose though. Frederick up the right wing will get it out off of Brazeau. Emberson inside the Edmonton blue line. Forced back, goes across to Ekholm. Up the left wing now to Draisaitl. Brings it in over the Bruin blue line, through the middle, and poked off his stick. And here's Kepke the other way. Checked nicely by Emberson. Shot into the Bruin zone.
It's going to give McDavid and Draisaitl a shift together here with Arvidsson.
All right to center ice. On the right wing to Kastelik. Long shot, and that launches off the stick of Kulak, and that's going to go out of play. We played 6 minutes, 17 seconds of the second period. 1-0 Oilers lead the Bruins. We're going to take a break. We'll come back. We're at the TD Garden here in Boston. You are listening to Ford Dealers NHL Hockey on the Oilers Radio Network.
Rogers is Canada's fastest and most reliable internet. We're made for Oilers fans. You can stream Brown's scoring down in the basement. And there it is! Watch Leon light the lamp in the living room. Spectacular! Connor scoring in all corners of the house. And Nurse notching a game winner in the nursery. Very quietly, of course. Rogers, proud partner and fan of your Edmonton Oilers. Edmonton comes all the way back!
Turn off hesitation. Turn off doubt. Turn off fears. The YMCA helps you turn off whatever's holding you back so you can let your potential shine. Through our wide range of programs and services, you can turn on confidence, turn on connections, turn on possibilities. Visit our website to see what you can achieve at the YMCA.
This will be the day.
From the biggest stadiums to the coziest holes in the wall. From house parties to porch hangs to pride celebrations. From your favorite fuzz shop to your local Indian spot. From noodle bars to sports bars to salsa bars. There's a Molson with your name on it. Canadian Ultra XL. Molson. Everyone in. Must be legal drinking age.
All games, all seasons. You're listening to the Oilers Radio Network.
Here at the TD Garden in Boston, Cam Moon along with Bob Stauffer. We played 6 minutes, 17 seconds of the second period. 1-0 Edmonton leads. Adam Henrique, the goal scorer in the first period. That was 6:33 in. It's his fourth of the year. Face off the Oilers zone to the left to Stuart Skinner. McDavid kicks it to Kulak, gets it up the left wing and out. Penalty coming up. And it's going against Draisaitl as he knocked down McAvoy in the neutral zone. And the first power play of the evening for Boston is about to come up.
Well, that plays...
Edmonton minor interference.
Wes McCauley with the call there. I mean, yeah, okay. But it's been going on all game. You haven't called it. So Oilers shorthanded here, and in a stretch where they're 47 of their last 52 over the last 24 games, which is 90.3%. Boston's power play, by the way, not an area of strength for theirs. They're 31st in the league at 12.6%. Edmonton's penalty killing still is only 24th in the league after the horrendous start to the year, but much better of late.
Oiler penalty kill is brought to you by Napa Auto Parts, proud partner of the Edmonton Oilers.
Is that not a trip?
Mark on the right wing point, McAvoy dishes it across to Pasternak on the left wing. Pasternak to the slot, and right there was Nugent Hopkins. He gets it down the ice.
Right off the draw. Nugent Hopkins got hauled down. Oilers get Janmark and Brown out here. These guys do a real good job in negating pressure through the middle.
Pasternak to Zacha. Zacha in front of the net, broken up by Ekholm. Zacha on the left wing boards to the blue line. Marchand down the left wing to Pasternak. Pasternak to come up to the line. Janmark was on him. He gets turned over, and Connor Brown will get it out. Pasternak at center ice. On the right wing to McAvoy. Drill it in off the corner boards. Goes to Ty Emberson. He turns and fires it all the way down the ice.
The only problem there is it's a long change second period. Emberson was able to get off. Oilers on their third rotation at forward already here.
McAvoy into the Oiler end. Marchand will give that away to Kapanen. And now to Podkolzin. He'll chop it down the ice. Swayman's going to come out and play it. Into the right corner to Morgan Geekie. Leaves it behind the net. To Lowry up the left wing. Now to Wallstrom. Into the Oiler end through the middle. Goes into the right wing corner. Comes loose to Nurse. He'll snap it to the line. That got gloved down. And on the left wing, Wallstrom to the point. To Lowry. His shot. And that hit somebody in front. Geekie has it on the right wing. To Lowry in the middle on the blue line. Left wing to Wallstrom. His shot. And a save made by Skinner. Puck along the left wing boards. 1-0 Oilers here in the second. Still 8 minutes gone. To the left wing point, Lowry. Top of the circle to Wallstrom. 10 seconds to go in the man advantage for the Bruins. Kulak trying to get it free. Instead, Lowry across to Geeky. Down the right wing to Brazeau. Moving behind the Edmonton net. One hands it in front of the goal. It's in the slot. Brazeau trying to find it. And there's Skinner. Got his stick on it. Penalty is over. And up the right wing it goes to Draisaitl. Boston got one shot on net on the power play. Lowry from inside his own end up the left wing to Koepke. Into the Oilers zone. Wheels in behind the net. Comes up the right wing. Stop top of the circle. Low to Beecher. He'll take it to the left wing corner. Beecher to the point to Zadorov. To rim it in behind the net. The side, near the left wing side, and goes right to the goal where Skinner can cover it. 10:59 to go in the second. 1-0. The Oilers lead. Oilers did a pretty good job on the PK.
They did a good job, but Boston's power play looked like it lacked a little bit of confidence. Oilers have won 53% of the faceoffs in this game. It's always been a traditional area of strength in Boston, but they don't have Patrice Bergeron dominating the circle anymore. We always wondered what would they look like without Chara and Bergeron. With all due respect to, a two-time 100-point scorer in Pasternak and Brad Marchand, who will join Connor McDavid on Team Canada at the upcoming Four Nations face-off that you and me are privileged enough to go to. Looking forward to it.
Off the draw, quick shot by Marchand. Didn't get through. That was blocked, and out with it is Ekholm. On the right wing to Hyman. Looking forward to that. The Four Nations.
The Oilers are a little off in this game.
Like it's called for icing.
A little bit of a push here. Yeah, that's going to be a fun event.
Absolutely.
Of course, a couple Swedes, Arvidsson and Mattias Ekholm, and Connor McDavid from Edmonton. So just 3 players total for the Oilers. Vegas has 7.
Goes to Marchand, back to the point. The Carlo is shot, and it just skips in towards Skinner. He steers it aside. Marchand left wing. Off the boards into the corner. Lindholm, big hit on Ekholm, and bringing it out for Edmonton is McDavid. He'll get through center ice. In over the line to Draisaitl. Cross off of Hyman. It goes, hits the glove of Swayman. The puck in the right corner. Zadorov's going to get it out for Boston. He lost it. McDavid took it away. He's got Hyman in over the line. McDavid, the shot, and the save made by Swayman. He held on. The Oilers had a 2-on-1, but Swayman able to shut the door.
Well, Connor made the right play. He shot the puck, but the guy that made the play was Leon Draisaitl. He finished the check on Nikita Zadorov and separated the puck from the player, and that created a 2-on-1 the other way. And McDavid tried to go 5-hole on Swayman, and they weren't 100% sure, but he ended up getting the stop.
Yeah, there was no passing lane.
No.
Face off to the left to Swayman. 1-0 Oilers, 10:19 to go in the second period. Henrique out of the face-off circle, so Corey Perry will come in to take it. Perry with an assist in this game on the Henrique goal. Perry along the right wing boards. Now to Henrique.
That's a hook.
Lowry got his stick in there, but Henrique's got it. He'll go towards the net. Couldn't get a shot away. Frederick was able to poke it free. And it's brought up the left wing. Wallstrom to center ice. He'll shoot it in. Goes into the skates of Josh Brown. It's inside the Oilers zone. Henrique got it free. To Nurse. He'll go in behind his goal. Now bring it out. Up to center ice to Perry. Over center. He'll shoot it in. Peek to the end boards. To Lowry. Left corner to Frederick, around to Geeky. Won't be able to clear it.
Good play by Emerson.
Emerson was in there putting the pressure on, and now Frederick's having words with Perry. Crowd's reacting to that. Puck dumped into the Oilers zone. Frederick and Perry are still way behind the play, jawing at each other. The linesmen get in there. Now the gloves come off. They're at center ice. Corey Perry and Frederick. Frederick throws it right over the top. Frederick trying to hold Perry out. Perry getting in there, getting in tight, takes the helmet off of Frederick. Frederick throws another right. Perry went down to one knee, got up, and back to the ice they both go.
Not quite sure why Corey took that fight. He's at the end of the shift, but he did.
All right, well, They got 5 each for fighting, I'm sure. We're going to take a break. We got 9:23 to go in the second. 1-0. Oilers lead the Bruins from the TD Garden in Boston. It's Ford Dealers NHL Hockey on the Oilers Radio Network.
At Sobeys and Safeway Liquor, they recommend pairing locally distilled spirits and their ice-cold beer selection with... And Oilers win! Sobeys and Safeway Liquor, proud partners and fans of the Edmonton Oilers. Please enjoy responsibly.
Proudly headquartered in oil country, Capital Power is delivering reliable and affordable power today while building clean power systems for tomorrow, creating the balanced energy solutions communities across Alberta and North America can depend on. Visit capitalpower.com to learn how they are powering change by changing power. Be part of their energy and join Capital Power as we all cheer on our Edmonton Oilers on their quest to win it all.
For years now, we've been warning Edmontonians on the hazards of our stormwater facilities. While they may appear to look like still ponds, there is moving water beneath the surface, which makes the ice dangerously... The unpredictability of stormwater facilities makes them treacherously unsafe for all winter activities, even walking. So think twice. Don't go on the ice. A safety message from EPCOR.
At Sobeys and Safeway Liquor, they recommend pairing locally distilled spirits and their ice-cold beer selection with... And Oilers win! Sobeys and Safeway Liquor, proud partners and fans of the Edmonton Oilers. Please enjoy responsibly.
Listen on air, online, and on the Radio Player Canada app.
This is the Oilers Radio Network.
Here at the TD Garden in Boston, 1-0 Oilers lead the Bruins, 9:23 to go in the second period. Just replaying the fight between Trent Frederick and Corey Perry that we had just before the break. Cam Moon and Bob Stauffer, we're here in the Legacy Heating and Cooling broadcast booth. Legacy Heating and Cooling, home and no payments, no interest for 1 year. Going to be coincidental fighting majors. We'll play 5 aside. No, extra 2 going to Boston.
Extra 2 going to Boston.
All right. Oilers are on the power play then.
Get one here. It's worth it for Perry. Get that fight.
Power play brought to you by Atco Energy, your trusted energy retailer. Learn more at atcoenergy.com. The Oilers get the power play out of this. Off the draw to the right of Swayman, puck to the line. Bouchard, left wing, Nugent Hopkins to Bouchard. Bouchard on the right wing to McDavid at the hash marks. The point to Bouchard, over to McDavid. He'll skate towards the net, his shot, and saved by Swayman. The rebound, Swayman stopped that, and he covers it up with Hyman getting into it with Swayman a little bit after the whistle. Things starting to heat up a little bit. Faceoff will be to Swayman's left.
Boy, they're not giving shots away for free in this game. They must have double counted an Oilers shot earlier in the period.
Sitting at 20-9 for Edmonton. Oilers are up 1-0. And it'll be McAvoy to get it out. He's got Zaka. He'll give it to Zaka. He's got the breakaway. The shot. Great save made by Skinner. Off of Zaka. And out with it is Nugent Hopkins. Breakaway pass. McDavid in. Shot. Scores!
Shot the puck.
Connor McDavid. What a shot. And the Oilers are up 2-0.
Shot out of the cannon and shot the puck.
Big save by Stuart Skinner at one end on a breakaway, and the Oilers get a breakaway themselves and cash in and get a power play goal, and Oilers are up 2-0. Perfect pass by Nugent Hopkins.
Boston's checking to see if that was offside, but it was onside, and Connor shot the puck. Didn't go to Ledeek. Lifted it up and over the blocker side. 2-0 Oilers power play goal, 1 for 2 on the power play.
16th of the year for McDavid.
RNH with the primary assist.
That was a great pass. Right after Zaka got stopped, shorthanded breakaway by Stuart Skinner. Puck dumped into the Oilers zone. Kastelik retrieves it on the left wing to the blue line. Low-rise shot. That one hit lots of bodies in front of the net. Kastelik behind the goal over to Koepke. He's got Nurse on him. 2-0 Oilers lead here in the second period. 11-11 time of the goal for Edmonton. Puck comes off the stick of Koepke, goes right to Hyman, who'll get it out. And to Jeff Skinner. Dumps the puck in. Lori up the left wing, into the middle. Gives it to Peak. Over the center ice line. Will snap the puck at the rim over to the right side. Emberson over to Nurse. And Nurse will float it out. It'll go off a skate to Jeff Skinner into the Bruins zone. The angle shot and is saved by Swayman. And he's going to hold on to it. With 7:55 to go in the second. Edmonton up by a score.
Well, as we mentioned, Corey Perry takes the fight and draws the extra minor. Talked about that right when it happened, and the Oilers capitalized. And Stuart Skinner made a tremendous save because a little bit of a misread defensively allowed Boston to fly the zone on a 3-on-2. If they created a 2-on-1, Skinner makes the stop, and the Oilers come right back up the ice and get the goal.
Race-off will be to the right of Swayman. Frederick just went across from the penalty box to the Bruin room. His hand was all cut up after that fight with Perry. Obviously, some punches off of Perry's helmet. Puck goes in behind the Bruins net. Zadorov to the left wing corner. Up the left wing boards, it comes out. And at center ice, Geekie in over the line on the right for Pasternak. But he was tied up by Arvidsson. It's in behind the Edmonton goal. It comes free. Pasternak shot, save made by Skinner. And up the left wing, clearing it is Janmark. Zadorov back into his own end. To Geekie, now to Pasternak. A check just inside the Edmonton blue line by Emberson. Emberson then lost it to Geekie. Over to Pasternak. Goes to the right wing corner. Pasternak to the left wing. Shoved into the corner by Kulak. They got it up against the boards. Emberson in there as well for Edmonton. Comes free, goes in behind the net. Janmark waits back there. Bruins will make changes.
And all the time in the world here in a stationary breakout.
Wow, they're making a complete change. Emberson will wait. Now steps out. Up the left wing, now to Podkolzin. To Draisaitl. Podkolzin to the right corner for Kapanen. To Draisaitl left wing, gives it to Kapanen. Skates up the right side, top of the circle. Pass to the point, glances off the Bruins stick. And Coyle to center ice, and he'll dump it down. It's going to be icing against the Bruins. 6:29 to go in the second. 2-0 Oilers lead.
Kasperi's got to manage the puck a little bit better than that. He can skate. He's not afraid to be physical. Those are the positives. Last couple games, I mean, there's one where he kind of puts in a bit of a tough spot. Edmonton was lucky there wasn't a transition going the other way. 24-11 the shots for the Oilers here. 6 minutes left in the second period.
Draisaitl out with Podkolzin and Kapanen. Podkolzin to the blue line. Bouchard to Ekholm. Hammers it off the end boards. And Coyle can get it up to the line. Knocked back in by Ekholm. Oilers were able to clear the zone. Wotherspoon out to center ice. Off of Draisaitl. Goes into the Oiler end.
Not sure where Arvidsson is. He's normally on the right wing on this line.
Now Ekholm, the left wing to Kapanen. Off his stick and in. Wotherspoon, right wing to Zadorov, pushes to the middle. Kaslik will bring it out. Come down the right wing, into the Oilers zone. Kaslik in behind the net, over to the left side. Knocked off of it by Bouchard, then Zadorov gets control on the left wing inside the Oiler end. Left wing corner to Wahlstrom. Wahlstrom out of the corner, goes to the high slot, will turn and shoot it. And a save made by Skinner. He held on with Brazo right in front of the net. We're going to take a break with 5:38 to go here in the second. 2-0 Oilers lead the Bruins from the TD Garden in Boston. It's Four Dealers NHL Hockey on the Oilers Radio Network.
Believing in yourself takes confidence. At Portage College, 93% of grads say their education gave them the skills and knowledge they needed for their careers. That's the kind of confidence that leads to great results. Learn more at portagecollege.ca.
Blue-collar work deserves big dollar perks. Get a heavy wallet with Heavy Metal Equipment and Rentals. Heavy Metal Equipment and Rentals is hiring heavy equipment technicians, maintenance supervisors, PM servicemen, maintenance coordinators, and pretty much every other position that makes Alberta go. We help move the earth that makes Alberta grow. So why not work for a company that makes your bank account grow too? Visit heavymetalequipment.ca to find your new career. Heavy Metal Equipment and Rentals, helping you move the earth.
Calling all hockey parents. Ford of Canada and the Edmonton Oilers want to know how your child's minor hockey team gives back to the community. For a chance to win a once-in-a-lifetime experience with 4 drills and skills to train like a pro at Rogers Place. Open to minor hockey teams with players between the ages of 7 to 13 in Edmonton and area. Register your child's minor hockey team today at FordDrillsAndSkills.ca. Registration closes January 31st.
Portage College graduates are incredibly employable. How does Portage know? 99% of employers surveyed said they would hire a Portage grad. Get career ready at Portage College. Learn more by visiting portagecollege.ca.
All games, all season. You're listening to the Oilers Radio Network.
Here at the TD Garden in Boston, Cam Moon along with Bob Stauffer. 2-0 Oilers lead, 5:38 to go in the second period. Adam Henrique scored in the first. Connor McDavid here in the second. That was on the power play. Nugent Hopkins with the assist. He's got points in 4 straight games.
Got to change the lines here. Hyman's going to play with Nugent Hopkins and McDavid. We figured this might happen at some point during the second period.
Face off to the left of Skinner. Kulak turns it up the left wing. The left wing boards to Nugent Hopkins. Off the boards and out. Geekie missed McAvoy with it. He'll go back for it in his own end. Across to Wotherspoon. Up the left wing. Out to center ice. Kulak. Out to the blue line. Zacha to the middle. And now to Geekie. Comes into the Oiler end as he comes down the left side. Goes to the left wing corner. Kulak all over him. It's along the boards. It came loose. And it was Hyman to get it out. Wotherspoon back into his own end for the Bruins. Going behind the net. Hyman ran into Swayman. To center ice it goes. Pasternak on the right wing. To Geekie. Into the Oiler end. Top of the circle. And it was McDavid to Arvidsson. He'll get it out to McDavid. Down the left wing over the line with Nurse. The pass to Nurse. Oh, and a save by Swayman. Coming across. Got it with the left pad and he covered it up.
And Nurse upset. He didn't get more steam behind that. We used to use the term wood. But he didn't get all of it. Made a pretty good play to get the caliber of shot he did.
Well, Nurse at 80 career goals. One back at Charlie Huddy for second.
Darnell Nurse 5-on-5, as you know, in terms of 5-on-5 even strength goals, over the last 4 seasons is in the top 8 in the NHL amongst defensemen. Just doesn't play in the power play, so he doesn't.
Yeah, doesn't surprise me. He's got a great shot.
I mean, the Oilers are second in the league in defense goals this year.
Face off to the left of Swayman. And it's rimmed up the right wing, and it does come out. Knocked right back into the zone by Matthias Ekholm. Zadorov off the boards to the blue line. It's not going to get out. Todd Colson to keep it in. Pass to the corner, broken up by Zadorov. Will get it up the left wing to Kepke. Off the left wing boards and down. It'll be icing against Boston as Kasteluck was trying to make a play for it, but couldn't get there in time.
This is almost opposite of the game at Edmonton, where Boston really took it to the Oilers early. Dominated
3-2 in overtime.
Yeah, dominated territorial play.
Yeah. That was December 19th.
The gamesmanship that Corey Perry brings ends up drawing the extra penalty.
Yes.
And the Oilers score on the power play. And sometimes what happens in this situation, you got Frederick, who's a young'un, working over Perry a bit in the fight, but upsets the guys a bit, gets their competitive juices going.
Hurts his hand on the helmet in the process. Puck dumped into the Oilers zone. Skinner.
Look out.
Left corner to Kulak. Will get it to center ice. Draisaitl brings it in. Down the left wing. Stops. His pass to the middle to Arvidsson. And it is cleared out by Peak. Kulak in his own zone. To Jeff Skinner. To Emberson. Across to Kulak. Gain the center ice line. Whip it in along the glass. It goes to the right wing corner and out of the end boards. Coyle can't get it out. Pass comes in front to Henrique. Scores! scores. Adam Henrique on the pass from behind the net. He goes high to the stick side on Swayman. It's Henrique's second of the night, and the Oilers are up 3-0.
Oh, that's a couple different lines getting it done a couple different ways in this game. And Hyman won a puck battle down low, kept the play alive, swung it back behind the net. Real smart play by Jeff Skinner. And Henrique, he can score in tight. We know that about him. That's where he scores from. Because he knows, and it's not like he's the biggest guy, it's his timing as to when to jump into the seams and holes.
Yeah, good setup. Jeff Skinner behind the net with that quick pass to Henrique. And you're right, Henrique found a quiet zone in the slot where there was nobody near him. And he goes stick side on Swayman. It's 3-0 for the Oilers. 16:35 time of that goal. And the puck cleared out to center, and it's Brazeau on the backhand. He'll dump it in. Henrique now with 5 on the season, 2 here tonight. Janmark up the right wing to center. Bumped by Brazeau. Puck goes just to the Bruin blue line. Lowry on the right to Peak. He's got Perry in front of him. Tied up right at the center ice line along the boards between the two benches. Frederick got it loose. Give it to Lowry. He'll go right in front of his own net for Boston. Lowry off the left wing boards to Frederick. Directed it in. Bouchard, his pass for Brown, missed him. It'll go all the way down. Icing against Edmonton.
A pair of righties playing together, Bouchard and Brown. Now, the last couple games, Edmonton's built up some leads. I think a 2-0 against Anaheim. Anaheim came back, and then Leon bailed Edmonton out in the final 4 minutes. Seattle, Edmonton up 3-0. Seattle got 2.
In a game where Edmonton looked like it was complete control.
Like this game.
Yep.
Similar sort of shot count.
As we know, things can change in a hurry. As skating out is McDavid. Pass across to Nugent Hopkins over the line to McDavid, the backhand, and a save by Swayman coming across, and he covers it. That turned out to be a really good chance for the Oilers.
I almost think Nuge had a better chance just to shoot it off his pad, and Connor would have driven home the rebound. But I mean, Ryan's primarily been a playmaker in his career, real unselfish play, and Connor on his backhand couldn't lift it up and over on the short side on Swayman.
Ace off to the left of Swayman, and it's McDavid, right corner. Pass got knocked down. Zacha got it out. 3-0 Oilers lead. We're here in the second period. 2:10 to go in the second. Ekholm in his own zone. Rims on the right. Bouchard will get it out. Hit the stick of Zacha. Will go down into the Bruin zone. McAvoy hit Connor Brown with it. It goes in behind the net. Nugent Hopkins and Zacha to the corner. Puck to the left wing point. Ekholm. Left wing corner to Nugent Hopkins. Back to Ekholm. Across the line to Bouchard. Down the right wing to McDavid. McDavid cross ice. Oh, it hit the skate of McAvoy before he could get to Nugent Hopkins. Now Nugent Hopkins to Ekholm. His shot, and it's blocked by Geekie. And Pasternak will come up the right wing. Flipped it to the Oiler blue line. Smacked right back out by Bouchard to Connor Brown. Brown into the Bruin zone. His drop pass, and Pasternak will get it out. Give it to Marchand down the left wing. Try to toe drag. He runs into Kulak. Puck goes to Skinner. He'll cover it with 1:21 to go here in the second. It's a 3-0 Oiler lead. Shots now 27-12 for Edmonton. Face off in the Oilers zone to the left is Stuart Skinner. Great to have you on board wherever you are along the Oilers radio network this evening. Draisaitl kicks it to Kulak. Up the left wing to Henrique. Off the boards and out. Carlo forced back. Lost it to Arvidsson. Centering pass. And it gets knocked in behind the goal. Up the left wing, Zadorov for the Bruins will get to center ice. Over the center ice line, shoots it in. Skinner slows it up. He's got to play it into the last minute here in the second. Right wing corner to Emberson up to the blue line. Marchand kept it in, but Henrique will get it out to Draisaitl. Into the Bruin zone to Arvidsson on the right wing. Got it in behind the goal.
Wow, what a play by Lee.
As he picked the pocket there on Carlo, and the puck to Draisaitl, right wing corner. Up the boards, top of the circle. Floats it to the left wing point to Kulak. Across to Draisaitl, skates down the right wing. A shot saved by Swayman, and the puck went up into the air. Swayman covers it. 25 seconds to go in the second. Oilers are up 3-0.
Oh, this has been a good period for Edmonton.
Very. Totally doubled the shots. 28-12 now. It was 14-4 after the first.
And the fight changed the momentum of the period for Edmonton. It did. Boston had some moments.
Oilers have had a lot of fights this year, changing momentum of games.
Yeah. Well, they're an older veteran team, and Corey Perry is one of those guys that he knows how to do it. He's got great gamesmanship.
Face off to the left to Swayman. Peek behind his goal. Around the boards, off the stick of Pasternak down the ice. Icing the call against the Bruins.
How's that icing? That should be at center ice. Shouldn't it?
Pasternak was on the Bruins side, not by much.
You'd expect a veteran player to get that call sometimes.
Exactly.
Should mention the Oilers have Shane LaChance in the building. He is the captain of Boston University, the son of Scott LaChance. He's averaging a point per game. He's a 6'5". He was once described as a project 6th-round pick. So lots of teams interested in him. This is an important guy for Edmonton to work on that relationship with. He's in year 2 at BU.
Jeff Skinner off the left wing. A shot hits a leg, goes over to the right wing boards. 10 seconds to go in the period. Brazeau to Frederick. Frederick will get it out. Pasternak able to shoot it into the Oilers zone. Period will end, and the Oilers will have a 3-0 lead through 40 minutes here against the Bruins. And the Oilers have done a good job of keeping TD Garden awfully quiet.
They've kept the fans out of this game, to say the least.
Exactly. They're booing a little, there's that, but I mean
they're not looing, they are booing.
It's not Lou, it's...
And you know what, Boston lost some momentum as well as on their power play, right? That Edmonton penalty kill. But no, excellent period. A pair for Adam Henrique, both in the paint, and then Connor McDavid on a brilliant stretch pass from Ryan Nugent-Hopkins. The Oilers penalty killing did a real good job. Boston didn't really sustain itself at all in the O-zone. And that started tilting the ice, and then Frederick picked the fight with Corey Perry. Perry took the fight. Frederick got the... what was the official call for the extra minor?
I don't know.
You know, we'll have to check to see, because...
And then Frederick had to leave for a bit because his hand was all messed up.
Yeah. So, but a good first 40 minutes here for the Edmonton Oilers. And... they called
instigate.
No, they did not. It was a roughing penalty, so they gave him roughing to begin with, and they didn't give him the instigator. So,
no. but he was instigating.
Yeah, yes, he was.
He was.
And the Oilers have been the better team by a mile, and that's part of the reason why they're up 3-0 after 2 here. This team's playing pretty well. They got to keep her going.
3-0 Oilers lead. Adam Henrique has a pair. Connor McDavid has also scored for the Oilers. We are through 2 periods of play. Bryn Griffiths and Rob Brown, they are standing by. They've got the second intermission for you when we come back. From the TD Garden in Boston, it's Ford Dealers NHL Hockey on the Oilers Radio Network.
Did you know the RCMP polices over 99% of Alberta's landscape? From the oil sands to the Rockies to the prairies, the RCMP has a province covered. Providing policing services to more than 1,700 communities and with over 150 career specializations, the Alberta RCMP has something to fit everyone's goals and lifestyles. Visit rcmpcareers.ca and take the next step towards your career with the Alberta RCMP. A message from the Government of Canada.
Experience the exciting casino action in 3 Century Casino locations: Edmonton, St. Albert, and Century Mile. Dine at one of their amazing restaurants featuring daily specials. Take in the ultimate game day experience at the Century Sports Bar and Lounge. Check out the best in live entertainment at any amazing location. Plus, enjoy a great selection of casino gaming options and off-track betting. Feel the thrill of live horse racing at Century Mile Racetrack. Don't miss a second of the action at Century Casino. Come for the action, stay for the fun.
At the intermission, brought to you by End of the Row Flooring Centers. Let's get flooring.
And it'll be McAvoy to get it out. He's got Zaka. He'll give it to Zaka. He's got the breakaway. The shot. Great save made by Skinner off of Zaka. one. Out with it is Nugent Hopkins. Breakaway pass. McDavid in. Shot. Scores!
Shot the puck.
Connor McDavid! What a shot. The Oilers are up 2-0.
And that's our highlight zone, brought to you by Century Casinos. All in, all games, all season. That's actually a 2-for-1, I'd suggest. Save at one end, goal at the other. Century Casinos with 3 great locations in Edmonton, St. Albert, and next to the Edmonton International Airport. Welcome to the Winter Zone. And now welcome to the second intermission. Bryn Griffiths, Rob Brown with you from Studio B in Edmonton. Oilers with a 3-0 lead on the Boston Bruins. They're just totally dominating these guys tonight. You know what? I thought there'd be a little more push from Boston, but man, oh man, it's been a solid road game by the Edmonton Oilers, Rob.
Well, it is. It's a team that's at the top of its game, and the Oilers have been since mid-November against a team that's struggling. The Bruins haven't played well of late. You look at their lineup; they've got a lot of holes in their lineup. Their one big strength over the last couple of years has been in net, and Swayman. He's having a bad year. He's having a fantastic night, and the only reason this is only 3-0.
Right.
The Oilers are just continuing on what we see most nights from them. They dominate on the shot clock. They dominate with possession time. It's just a matter of how good the other goalie plays. Swayman kept them at bay for a while, but eventually, when you're facing grade A after grade A, those are going to find a way behind you. And Stuart Skinner has not been tested a lot, but when it's 1-0, he stops a breakaway that turns into a breakaway the other way. So a stop, 10 seconds later, goal for Connor McDavid, and now it's an extended lead. So this is probably a 5 or 6-0 game disguised as a 3-0 game right now, as the Boston Bruins have not even been close to matching what the Oilers have brought tonight.
We talked about it in the first intermission. I'm going to talk about it again here, and that is Connor McDavid is, I hate the term shooter's mentality because everybody uses it, but man, oh man, he is not looking to make a pass tonight. He wanted a goal. He wanted to get it. That's what it looks like anyway.
Well, I mean, he set up Darnell Nurse on the 2-on-1, so he's looking for the best option, but what he's not doing is he's not turning down a shooting opportunity.
Correct, yeah.
And we've seen that the last few games with Connor. We've talked about it after the first period. 3 goals in 16 games for him. I mean, it's just not Connor-like. Still racking up the points. So Connor decided he's going to shoot a little bit more. He's not going to turn down a great opportunity. And over the last 3 or 4 games, he's had a lot of really, really good looks that haven't found the back of the net. But what I said after the first period, I'll stay with it. Superstars, when they find one, all of a sudden they find 2, they find 3, they find 4.
Right.
So I look to see that dam open now, and Connor McDavid is going to go on a little bit of a goal-scoring run right now. But what the Oilers are getting right now, they're getting solid goaltending. They're getting very, very good special teams. Their stars are their stars, but they're getting depth scoring.
Yeah.
And this is 3 straight games that they've gotten goals from their fourth line.
Tonight, the third line great.
Scores a goal for them. Henrique, when he scored his first goal, he's out with Corey Perry. So the third and fourth lines both have even strength goals, and they have a power play goal. That usually, when your third and fourth lines score, and they score multiple goals, usually you find yourself on the right side of the scoreboard.
Yeah, Adam Henrique is going to the right spot. He's always been a pretty good shooter, though, right? I think he's got really soft hands, really great hands in front of that net, Rob. Just doesn't seem to panic, seems to know what to do with it, seemed to know what he was doing there on both of those 2 goals. It seemed easy to some guys.
What he is he's not thinking. That's key.
Overthinking?
Well, yeah, the puck was on and off his stick. Both times there was no hesitation. And you're not. It's funny, they talk about get your eyes up, you got to look. No. You shoot the puck as soon as it comes on your stick. It'll find a way in. What you're doing is trying to catch the goaltender before he sets up. And both goals came from down below the goal line, out in front. So the goaltender has to move his entire upper body and his feet to turn and face you. There's a lot of empty space, a lot of openings. So your key is simply on and off your stick, hit the net. And Henrique did it twice, and 2 times he scored goals.
Shots on goal in that period favored the Oilers 15-8 overall. 29-12. I think that's a pretty good indicator in the way this game's gone.
Well, the Oilers have been by far the better team. It has not even been close. This game is 3-0 simply because Jeremy Swayman is having a fantastic game for the Boston Bruins.
Also, Stuart Skinner returning to the net to begin the period after getting cranked by Zadorov late in the first period. Still had to make a few big saves, but nothing too dramatic. However, he seems to be tracking the puck pretty well. Well, been watching that very carefully in the opening 5 minutes of the period.
Well, there was no fear. He got pulled out simply because the NHL has a rule, and the concussion guy said, okay, he got banged in the head, get him out, and let's have a look-see at him, which is the right thing to do. He came back in the second. He's not going back unless he's been given full clearance by both the National Hockey League, but their own doctors. Was he tested a lot? No, but the biggest save he had to make was a breakaway. It was 1-0. The Bruins were shorthanded. If they score there could be some momentum. It's 1-1. Instead, he makes the save. 10 seconds later, McDavid on a breakaway scores, and the game is over. So Stuart Skinner hasn't had to do a lot in this game, but there's that one big moment, that one big save that we got from Stuart Skinner, and that should be enough to get the Oilers 2 points.
Okay, how do you approach this third period? Obviously, got to lock it down.
Don't change anything.
Okay.
Seriously, don't change anything. This has been dominating, and you locking it down means continuing. You don't sit back. The Boston Bruins have not created anything on their own in this game. Nothing. So for the Oilers, just to keep doing what you've been doing and rolling four lines, because all four lines are contributing in this game.
I'm a little surprised at how quiet the Boston faithful is, but they really haven't had anything to cheer about, but they have nothing really to boo about. They just seem like they were a little lifeless, as the team has been so far.
Well, there's obviously nothing to cheer about. They've had one scoring chance through 40 minutes.
Now, a few beverages in the third period might change the attitude there. Never know.
Yeah, but
what are you going to do?
Well, every team I've played on, very rarely I've been on a home rink where the team is booed. It's rare. So I'm not.
No jerseys being thrown on the ice for any of those teams. We've seen that here.
You have, but I disagree with it, and I've said it before, and so to me it's. Cheer on your team. Yep. I can tell you this. If the Boston Bruins fans start booing them, that's not going to encourage the team to be better. If the Boston Bruins fans starts getting louder, maybe that can give them a little energy. But to me, right now, this is simply about the Edmonton Oilers. They are the better team in this hockey game.
And the Oilers lead at 3-0 after 40 minutes to play. Rob, we'll talk to you after the game. And, hey, listen, it's more of the same for the Edmonton Oilers coming up in this third period. And we're going to take a break. At the Intermission is brought to you by End of the Row Flooring Centers. Let's get flooring. This is your Ford Dealers NHL Hockey on the Oilers Radio Network.
Going back to school can be as scary as taking the winning shot. But it doesn't have to be. Score a great future with Northern Lakes College and supported distance learning. NLC knows that students need attention, support, and the synergy between instructors and peers to keep motivated and connected. They are here to help you meet all your goals and cheer you on. Because at Northern Lakes College, they count their success one student at a time. northernlakescollege.ca.
Looking for top-notch dry cleaning? Riverbend Cleaners in Edmonton have been family-owned for over 40 years. They're experts in tailoring, wedding gown cleaning, and leather and suede care. From coveralls to curtains to jeans and jerseys, they do it all. Enjoy the convenience of free pickup and delivery, as well as corporate discounts. Trust Riverbend Cleaners for quality service that's been a local favorite for decades. Visit them at 560 Riverbend Square or call 780-988-6685. Riverbend Cleaners, where experience meets exceptional care.
The Edmonton Oilers Community Foundation 50-50, presented by Rogers, is back and bigger than ever. The largest 50-50 in sports offers early bird draws, bonus raffles, and a main jackpot, which is growing by the second. With over $100 million invested across oil country, your support directly helps kids, families, and communities in need. Maybe you'll be our next winner. Get your tickets right now at EdmontonOilers.com and help make oil country a better place.
AGLC license number 696879.
This is Global News at the second intermission. I'm Zach Ferguson. A 55-year-old massage therapist in Edmonton is facing even more charges of sexual assault. Pepito Manilow was first charged back in November after a female complained about being touched inappropriately while visiting a physiotherapy clinic in the Millwoods area. At the time, police suspected there were more victims, and since then, police say 3 more complaints have been received, and last Thursday, 3 more counts of sexual assault were laid. An Alberta cabinet minister is expressing more frustration that there's been no progress on interim housing for Jasper. The province has been trying to make some progress with federal counterparts for months, but Jason Nixon is even more concerned now that Parliament has been prolonged until the end of March. Nixon says the Prime Minister needs to call an election now so Canadians can elect a stable government. The Prime Minister has fiercely rejected Donald Trump's latest comment about Canada becoming the 51st state. The incoming U.S. president suggested it again in a wide-ranging press conference at his Florida estate. On social media, Justin Trudeau says, quote, "There isn't a snowball's chance in hell that Canada would become part of the United States," unquote. I'm Zach Ferguson. Your next scheduled newscast will be after the game on 880 CHED.
I'm Gene Principe for Legacy Heating and Cooling. Some people think I only know hockey, but I know from the flame in your furnace to your mighty ducts. At Legacy, we never shark our duties. We get cracking and knuckle down to have your heating and cooling systems workings right, so you get a comfortable night's sleep. And that's just our division. I mean, a division of Legacy. But let's get to Pacifics. With Legacy, you'll get no interest and no principal payments for 1 year on your new furnace. Legacy, the difference with Legacy Heating and Cooling.
Pizza 73, the official pizza of your Edmonton Oilers.
Loyal to the oil, in Edmonton we trust. Rising to the top like a pizza crust. Got the flavors to play, yeah. Cooking on ice. Hunger happens, gotta score a slice. Let's go Oilers, E-Town unite. Ice District to Jasper, downtown to White. Wearing orange and blue, game on the stream. Make the right call, Pizza 73. Let's go Oilers, 737373, Pizza 73.
Heard of Uline? You know, the have-it-all in-stock, ready-to-deliver shipping and industrial supply specialists. The company that does things for you that are unheard of, like keeping 41,000 items in stock in our own warehouses. With customer service reps on the line to get you what you need when you need it 24/7, 365 every time. Maybe you heard it here first. Want to hear more? Visit uline.ca. ULINE, your shipping and industrial supply specialists.
At the intermission, brought to you by End of the Roll Flooring Centers. Let's get flooring.
Bryn Griffiths back in Studio B. Oilers lead the Boston Bruins after 40 minutes of play, 3-0. Let's take a look at the out-of-town scoreboard, brought to you by Pizza 73, the official pizza of the Edmonton Oilers. Elsewhere, after 2 periods of play, the Columbus Blue Jackets and the Penguins are all tied up at 1 in Pittsburgh. Also, after 40 minutes of play, the Rangers and the Dallas Stars are now tied at MSG in New York City. Detroit Red Wings are at home tonight taking on the Ottawa Senators, and after 2, the Senators now leading that game 2-1. Also, after 2, the Lightning on home ice leading the Hurricanes 2-1. We are midway through the second period in Philadelphia, where the Flyers and the Toronto Maple Leafs are tied up at 2. They just wrapped up the first period in Minnesota. The Wild with a 2-1 lead on the St. Louis Blues. And the Winnipeg Jets are on home ice tonight taking on the Nashville Predators. And after 1 period of play, it is all Jets 3-0. Coming up late at 8 o'clock our time, the Calgary Flames are in Anaheim to play the Ducks. And the Sharks are on home ice tonight to take on the Vegas Golden Knights. That is the out-of-town scoreboard as what's happening around the NHL. Can tell you as well that the Edmonton Oil Kings are in action tomorrow, 7 o'clock at Rogers Place. Some WHL action. They will entertain the Saskatoon Blades. And Bakersfield in the American Hockey League, the Oilers farm team will be on the road in San Jose on Friday night. That one's an 8:30 start Mountain Time. That's the out-of-town scoreboard brought to you by Pizza 73, the official pizza of the Edmonton Oilers. Third period is coming up. Oilers lead at 3-0 after 2. At the intermission is brought to you by End of the Roll Flooring Centers. Let's get flooring. This is your 4 Dealers NHL Hockey on the Oilers Radio Network.
At the intermission has been brought to you by End of the Roll Flooring Centers. Let's get flooring.
Score big with the unmatched purity of Clearwater Vodka, the perfect companion for Oilers fans. Crafted with the pristine waters of Alberta, it's a sip of local excellence. Clearwater Vodka, where the spirit of the game meets true Alberta quality. Must be 18 plus. Please drink responsibly.
Turn off hesitation. Turn off doubt. Turn off fears. The YMCA helps you turn off whatever's holding you back so you can let your potential shine. Through our wide range of programs and services, you can turn on confidence, turn on connections, turn on possibilities. Visit our website to see what you can achieve at the YMCA.
This will be the day.
Rogers is Canada's largest and most reliable 5G network. We're made for Oilers fans. You can stream Leon scoring in Leduc. Watch Tide tie things up in Tofield. Unbelievable! Or check out Connor doing Connor things in Kalmar. And even watch Stewart steal the show while you're in Sedalia. Try saying that 3 times fast. Rogers, proud partner and fan of your Edmonton Oilers.
Score big with the unmatched purity of Clearwater Vodka, the perfect companion for Oilers fans. Crafted with the pristine waters of Alberta, it's a sip of local excellence. Clearwater Vodka, where the spirit of the game meets true Alberta quality. Must be 18 plus. Please drink responsibly.
Listen on air, online, and on the Radio Player Canada app. This is the Oilers Radio Network.
Here at the TD Garden in Boston, Cam Moon along with Bob Stauffer. 3-0 Oilers lead. We're getting ready for the third period of play. Adam Henrique, he's got a pair. Connor McDavid has scored as well. Ryan Nugent-Hopkins with an assist. That has him at a 4-game point streak. That's where we are. Puck's dropped. We're underway in the third as Arvidsson comes down the right wing. Dump it into the Boston zone, and puck played up the boards, and it was Draisaitl to knock it down. Draisaitl out to Podkolzin towards the net. The shot, and a save made by Swayman. Now sent back to the blue line. Nurse to the right wing point to Podkolzin. Cross ice to Kulak. Skips off his stick. It comes out, and the Oilers have to regroup. Draisaitl in the neutral zone. Now to Podkolzin. Down the left wing to Draisaitl. Into the Boston end to Podkolzin. Has it along the left wing boards. Give it to Draisaitl near the point. He'll get it across to Kulak. His shot, the save by Swayman, and he'll hold on to it. Arvidsson went to the net, and he'll get into it a bit with McAvoy. 42 seconds gone here in the third. Oilers are up 3-0.
All right, well, I was just talking to the Brett. What was the big O for in the house here? Did something happen on the ice in the first 50? Was there a big hit that we missed? Or what? Well, okay.
Maybe it was on the screen. There was something. I don't know.
Okay.
Yeah.
Must have been it.
Face off to the left of Swayman. McDavid, Nugent-Hopkins, and Connor Brown are out there with Ekholm and Bouchard. Oilers out shooting Boston 30-12. Off the draw, Brown. Shot goes off a stick and wide. Rimmed up the right wing to Coyle. Put it off of Ekholm, high in the air and out. Lindholm, one hand hit it into the Oiler end, cleared by Bouchard, and Connor Brown at center ice. Now into the Bruins end, comes down the right wing to the right wing corner. Put it in behind the net to the hard hit along the boards. Puck goes through the middle of the ice, and Marchand will bring it out. Give it to Lindholm to Marchand, into the Oiler end, little toe drag, put it on goal, saved by Skinner. He'll cover that up. Lindholm was going to the front of the net, provided a bit of a screen.
Not surprisingly, Elias Lindholm has been their best player. I mean, he always plays really well against Edmonton, for whatever reason. And I think part of it is he's totally prepared to get a little bit physically nasty out on the ice.
He's off to the right of Skinner. I agree. Lindholm always plays well against the Oilers. Henrique taking the draw against Frederick. Henrique with a couple of goals here this evening. Gets into skates, and Wahlstrom has it now on the left wing. To the right wing point, to Peak. His shot, partially blocked. Loose puck, great save by Skinner off of Frederick. And the puck comes free to the corner, and up the left wing, Jeff Skinner for the Oilers will skate out, and he'll get to center ice.
Brazeau's hurt. He looks like he's got a shoulder or wrist issue.
It gets dumped in, and it goes to the right wing corner. Frederick along the boards will have it then just go off the stick of Skinner, and it comes out of the zone. Peak will shoot it in. To the right corner, Josh Brown behind the net to Nurse. Left wing to Henrique, rims on the left. Jeff Skinner to the middle of the ice to Nurse. The center ice line will dump it in, actually put it just over the glass, and it goes out of play. As we're 2 minutes and 3 seconds into the third, 3-0 Oilers lead. Oilers will be in Pittsburgh on Thursday night, Chicago on Saturday.
Pittsburgh is up 2-1 in their game tonight as they are hosting the Columbus Blue Jackets, who are an unpredictable team.
Yes.
They must have had 6 or 7 games this year where they've scored more than 6 goals, the Blue Jackets. So part of that is Zach Werenski is going to be in the mix for the Norris Trophy. He's having a tremendous season.
Kaslick will push it into the Oiler end. It goes to Skinner. Sweeps it in behind the net. Emberson up the right wing. Got it out. Kaslick in the neutral zone. Into the Oiler end on the right wing. That's puck to the right corner. Emberson to Perry. Perry through the middle to Kapanen. Now to Janmark. Down the right wing to Kapanen. And it gets into the Bruins zone. It's about the hash marks right side through the middle off the skate of Zaka and out. I'll make that beater. Hit his skate and it came out. Kulak with it just inside the Edmonton blue line. Kulak will retreat behind the Oiler net. Waits back there. Up the left wing for Ekholm. Ekholm up the left to Podkolzin. One touches it to Arvidsson. He'll come in. He'll shoot it. And that one goes off of Zadorov to the right wing corner. Zadorov will get it to the line and out. It'll be on net. Stuart Skinner will have to play it. Bouchard in behind his goal for the Oilers. Up the right wing, long pass to Draisaitl. Through the middle, it's in behind Podkolzin. So it'll be Carlo to get it out up the right wing off of Coyle. It goes all the way down. That's icing against the Bruins. 3 minutes, 23 seconds gone in the third. The Oilers are up 3-0.
This is a very quiet building right now, and maybe we shouldn't be surprised when the shots are 32-16. Edmonton's doubling up Boston in shots, and they've just simply been the way better team.
It's off to the right of Swayman. Oil Kings will be at home tomorrow. Saskatoon's in town. Friday, Prince Albert will be at Rogers Place. Cleared to center ice. And now McDavid into the Bruins end. Down the left wing, a shot. And he put it just wide. Goes off the glass, out of play. That just missed.
Those ones were going in for him a couple years ago when he sniped 60.
So close. Using the D as a screen and wires the puck towards the net. Just missing. Face off to the right of Swayman. McDavid against Geekie in the face-off circle with Waterspoon behind the net. It goes off his stick, comes in front. Here's Brown. His shot just misses on the stick side. Connor Brown trying to get to it again. Along the boards in the Bruin zone. Connor Brown along that left side to Nugent Hopkins. Comes off the left wing to the right point. Bouchard shot, glove save made by Swayman. He'll hold on to it. Oilers with some strong work along the boards on that shift.
Just rolling over the 4 lines right now, which you can do when you're up by 3, 44 minutes into the game.
Face off to the left to Swayman. Henrique to take the draw against Frederick. Henrique wins it to Josh Brown, right point, into the corner to Hyman, now to Jeff Skinner, centering pass blocked. And Lorai's going to get it out to Brazeau, now on the left wing for Wahlstrom. To the left wing corner it goes. Lorai after it, got it free to Wahlstrom, back to the point. It's Peak on the right side, his shot, and that goes off a leg into the right wing corner. Off the boards, Lorai for the Bruins. Cycles the puck to Wahlstrom. Checked on the play only for a moment by Nurse, and Brazeau in behind the Edmonton edge. Centering pass, he put it off the skate of Frederick. On the right wing point is Lorai. Skates to the middle. Left wing to Peak in the corner. Back to Lorai on the blue line, and it goes off his stick, and it comes out. Frederick back into the Oiler end down the right wing. His pass in front of the net. Peak couldn't get his stick on it. Emberson will get it out. Oilers got an odd man rush. Hyman into Draisaitl, and the puck was a little behind him, and it goes offside.
What a chance for Edmonton to convert. Boston selling out a bit here, trying to create some more opportunities for themselves. You wouldn't be surprised by that at all. Got a chance to counter-strike. Of course, Adam Henrique has scored 266 goals in his NHL career before coming in today's game. He's got 2. He has 1 career hat trick. It actually happened last December. So file that one away, Cam.
Okay.
We're on a hat trick watch for Adam Henrique.
We're on hat trick watch. Official hat trick watch right now.
Yeah.
Face off just outside the Bruins blue line. If he gets it, I'm not expecting any hats on the ice, but you never know. There are some Oiler fans here. Podkolzin to the right point. Emberson across to Kulak in front of the net. Tipped wide by Podkolzin. Now another chance. Podkolzin and Swayman covers it up. Podkolzin with 2 opportunities. One on the redirect and one on the rebound. Swayman able to keep it out of the net. Oilers are getting chance after chance.
They're all over Boston in this game. Like, it's not even close right now.
5:02 into the third. Shots are 33-17 for Edmonton. They're up 3-0. Draisaitl, Podkolzin, and Arvidsson on the ice with Kulak and Emberson. Zadorov will go behind his net. Rimming. Emberson had it hit him, kept in. Now Marchand pushes to the middle. Goes to Carlo up the right wing for Lindholm. He'll shoot it in. Stuart Skinner to play it to Kulak. The Draisaitl to Kulak in behind the net. Now on the right to Emberson. To center ice where he finds Arvidsson. A pass in behind Podkolzin. Draisaitl just shoot it in. Carlo up the right wing, off the stick of Coyle. Emberson will go in behind the net. Reverses it to Kulak. Takes a hit on the play, though, did Emberson to make the play. And out through center ice, it's Perry into the Bruins zone. He'll put it towards the goal and goes in behind the net. McAvoy through the middle. And pestered on the play by Kapanen. Get the puck to Coyle, now to Wahlstrom. Into the Oiler end. Chopped away from him, and the puck back into the Oilers zone, and it goes to Bouchard. He's in the right wing corner. 3-0 Oilers lead, just over. 6 minutes gone here in the third period. Puck flipped into Boston territory. On the right wing, it's Wotherspoon. In behind the net to McAvoy. He'll come out through the middle of the ice. McAvoy cross to Wotherspoon into the Oiler end through the middle. On the left side, now to Wahlstrom. Will go to the side of the Oiler net. Penalty coming up as Wotherspoon got dumped in front of the goal. It's going to be an interference call. The Edmonton Oilers are about to be shorthanded as Ekholm will go to the box. We're going to take a break. 6 minutes, 27 seconds gone here in the third.
Minor interference.
Interference, the call to Ekholm. 3-0 Oilers lead the Bruins from the TD Garden in Boston. It's Ford Dealers NHL Hockey on the Oilers Radio Network.
Real Canadian Superstore has more ways to save than any other major grocer. Check out their weekly flyer for PC Optimum offers, deals on club size, no name, and always low-priced everyday items. Visit in-store to find everything from fashion and home decor to toys and electronics. And don't forget their new Fresh Promise on produce. If your produce isn't fresh, they'll replace it and refund it. There are so many ways to save at Real Canadian Superstore. See their flyer for details.
From the biggest stadiums to the coziest holes in the wall. From house parties to porch hangs to pride celebrations. From your favorite fuzz shop to your local Indian spot. From noodle bars to sports bars to salsa bars. There's a Molson with your name on it. Canadian Ultra XL. Molson. Everyone in. Must be legal drinking age.
From your home to the ice rink, ATCO Energy is there. As the official energy provider of Rogers Place, we're also proud partners of the Edmonton Oilers. ATCO Energy, powering your place. Customers are free to purchase natural gas services or electricity services from a retailer of their choice. For a list of retailers, visit ucahelps.alberta.ca or call 310-4822. All games, all season. You're listening to the Oilers Radio Network.
Camlin and Bob Stauffer. We are here at the TD Garden in Boston. 3-0. Oilers lead the Bruins. Ekholm off for interference. Second power play of the evening for the Bruins. We're going the penalty kill. Brought to you by Napa Auto Parts, proud partner of the Edmonton Oilers. All right. Face off in the Oilers zone to the left of Skinner. Puck lofted down the ice by Nurse, gloved by Swayman. Now to McAvoy's, got it in the right corner and up the right wing boards to center ice for Pasternak. Went to shoot it in, goes off of Josh Brown. Puck to the right wing corner of the Oilers zone. Lindholm to the blue line in the middle. McAvoy on the right. Marchand in front. The shot off the shoulder of Skinner. Puck near the blue line. McAvoy will keep it in. Right wing to Marchand. Into the corner for Zacha. Zacha to the end boards with Nurse on him. They try to dig a puck out. They do. It goes back to the point. McAvoy on the right wing point. To Marchand, his pass goes off a stick, and Nurse will skate away for Edmonton. He'll come down the left wing. He's going to cut to the net, and he runs right into the net with Swayman, but they never did get a shot on goal, and skating out with it to center ice was Pasternak. Now in over the line. The pass comes over the line and out, and the Bruins have to regroup. 55 seconds to go in the man advantage for Boston. 3-0 Oilers lead. 7:35 gone here in the third period. Good job by Kulak to break it up at the Edmonton blue line. Crowd voices their displeasure to the Bruins. Pasternak at center ice will dump it in. Brazo, left wing corner, back to the point. Give it to Lohrei. Lohrei will shoot it. Misses on the short side on the right. Geekie cross ice pass. Hit the stick of Connor Brown. Goes off the glass. Lohrai's going to keep it in. Brazo behind the goal. Into the slot to Coyle. Now over to Geekie. A shot. Pad save. Rebound. Oh, put wide by Pasternak. Puck on the right wing. Geekie. Right wing corner. To Coyle. To the point. To Lohrei. To Pasternak. His shot goes off of Emberson. Gets into the left wing corner. Penalty is just about done. Into the middle. It goes to Janmark. Oilers going to come out with it. Ekholm out of the box. Only a couple of shots on goal for the Bruins on the power play. McDavid finds a loose puck in the neutral zone. Pass for Nurse. Missed him. It goes into the Oiler end. Oilers will make changes. So will the Bruins.
Oilers going to load up McDavid, Draisaitl, and Hyman here.
Right after the penalty kill. The puck at the Bruin blue line, and it's Draisaitl to the right wing corner. Now it goes in behind the net. Draisaitl centers it, but Kastelik there for the Bruins. And he'll get the puck out to center ice. McDavid across to Ekholm. He'll shoot it in. Goes into the corner. Carlo's got it. Carlo up the right wing for Boston to Kastelik. Tried to steer to the middle, taken away by Jeff Skinner. Got it to the line and out to Hyman. He'll come down the right wing. Into the Bruins zone. Goes to the right wing corner. Kastelik was able to catch him. It goes in behind the net. It's McAvoy off the boards and out. Henrique will shoot it back in. 10.5 to go here in the third. 3-0 Oilers lead. Wotherspoon in the left wing corner. Cross ice pass to Wahlstrom. He's into the Oilers zone. Swatted off his stick by Nurse. Goes to Jeff Skinner. He'll find Henrique. He'll bring the puck into the Bruins' end. Got checked on the play. Swayman to the left wing for Frederick. Now in behind his net to Wotherspoon. As he waits in behind the goal. Brings it out. Cross to McAvoy. A little far for him. Stepping up was Arvidsson for Edmonton. Off the glass and in. Wotherspoon goes in behind his net. Nugent Hopkins just beyond the Bruins crease. Wotherspoon still behind his goal. Gets it up the left wing. To Brazo, now to Lindholm. Into the Oiler end. Back to Brazo or to Marchand. He'll come in. Oh, what a save! Made by Skinner. Got it with a left pad. Peak has a right wing point. Peak will shoot. Save made by Skinner. Coyle goes behind the goal. To the left wing point to Lohrei. Tipped on net. Save made by Skinner with a left pad. Marchand has it on the right wing. To the blue line to Lohrei. Oilers up 3-0 in the third. Cross ice pass over the stick of Marchand. He comes out of the left wing corner now with it. Marchand pass behind the net. Broken up by Emberson of Edmonton. To the left wing corner to Kulak. Up to the line. He was able to get it out. Lohrei to Lindholm. Into the Oilers zone. Right side. Marchand cuts to the middle. Shot and a blocker save made by Skinner. Kapanen can get the puck out of the zone and go across to Matthias Ekholm. He's 1-on-2. He'll slow up. And now rim the puck in the right wing corner. 8:45 to go in the third. 3-0 Oilers lead the Bruins. Arvidsson digs the puck out of the right wing corner to Bouchard. Return pass to Arvidsson, and Lindholm was able to get in front of it. Clears it out. Bouchard has it at center ice. To Ekholm to Arvidsson. He'll take a bump on the play. Pasternak gets a loose puck for Boston. Lost it to Arvidsson. Through the middle. Now to Draisaitl. Comes into the Bruins end as he skates down the right wing. Goes to the right wing corner. Pass gets blocked. He gets it back. We give it to Arvidsson, and a high rising shot. Misses the net. Goes off the glass. Hot Coles in left corner. Around to the point to Bouchard. His cross-ice pass hit the stick of Kastelik. He's going to break away. It's Kastelik. The backhand, great save made by Skinner as it went off the blocker arm and the puck near the blue line. Kepke in the left wing corner. Up against the boards. It goes in behind the Edmonton net with 7:49 to go in the third. Edmonton up 3-0. It gets cleared out. Kepke at his own blue line for Zadorov. He'll take it in behind the goal. Zadorov through the middle. Up the right wing to Frederick. Gets it to the right corner. Frederick runs into Connor Brown. It's up against the boards in the Oilers zone. Played across through the slot. Josh Brown there for Edmonton. He's able to get it out. At his own blue line, Wotherspoon. Right wing at center ice to Frederick. Shoot it in, cross corner. Good play by Josh Brown to get it before Wallstrom. Now up the right wing it goes, and it's McDavid. Lost it right at the blue line as McAvoy was there for the Bruins. McAvoy back into his own end to Wotherspoon. Wotherspoon to Marchand. Marchand to center ice. Into the Oiler end on the left wing. Marchand, cross-ice pass, goes off of Emberson. Oh, penalty coming up. And it's going against the Bruins. It's going to be a cross-checking call on the Edmonton Oilers. With 6:40 to go here in the third, they're up 3-0. They will be on the power play. Looks like Coyle's going to the box for Boston. We'll take a break. 3-0 Oilers here in the third from the TD Garden in Boston. Sport Dealers, NHL Hockey on the Oilers Radio Network.
Hockey is back, and so is Play Alberta, Alberta's #1 sports book and the official partner of the Edmonton Oilers. Cheer for the Oilers while scoring bigger offers, boosted odds, live betting, player props, and more. New to Alberta? New players now receive $200 in free bets just for signing up. Already a player? Get a $10 free bet for every $100 you bet. Download the new Sportsbook app and make your picks today. Bonus terms and conditions apply.
Hey, Paul Brandt here. You know what I'm a fan of? Alberta. The wide open spaces, the highways and byways, and a rugged, beautiful terrain that I'm proud to call home. Maybe that's why I'm also a fan of my Ford F-150. It's tough, capable, and smart, which makes it a natural fit for roads like these. So if it's a new truck you're looking for, look no further than the truck Albertans love to drive, F-150. Head into your Alberta Ford dealer and tell them PB sent you.
Experience a game day meal that's second to none. Fanfare with Skip is your all-star lineup of local restaurants this hockey season. Watch Jack Michaels give you the play-by-play on each restaurant's connection to the community and our team. Visit EdmontonOilers.com/skip to watch this month's episode with Amazing Walk Restaurant. Then open your Skip app and tap in an order with exclusive fan access to a deal each game day during the month.
Did somebody say Skip?
Proud partner of the Edmonton Oilers.
Listen on air, online, and on the Radio Player Canada app.
This is the Oilers Radio Network.
Brad Marchand to the box for the Bruins, cross-checking the call. Oilers on the power play, brought to you by Atco Energy, your trusted energy retailer. Learn more at atcoenergy.com. Edmonton is 1 for 2 with a man advantage in this game. They're up 3-0. We got 6:40 to go in the third period. Cam Moon along with Bob Stauffer. We are here at the TD Garden in Boston. We're in the Legacy Heating and Cooling broadcast booth. Legacy Heating and Cooling. Home and no payments, no interest for 1 year. Puck to the left wing point. Bouchard to the middle. His shot, and it's blockered away by Swayman. Puck cleared down the ice by Carlo.
Like it. Took it to the net. Put it on the net. Forced Swayman to make a save. Give it to him. Here he goes.
Up the right wing to McDavid from Bouchard. Will come into the Bruins zone. Turns to the right wing board. Now to Draisaitl. Gets to the slot. Forced over to the left wing for Nugent Hopkins. Down low to Draisaitl, goes in behind the net. He'll get it in front off the stick of Hyman, but back to the point. Bouchard to the right point to McDavid. Right wing corner to Draisaitl. To the blue line to Bouchard, left wing to McDavid, to Bouchard in the middle, over to the right to Draisaitl. Draisaitl to Bouchard, one-time shot, and that's just wide. May have glanced off the pad of Swayman. Left wing corners, McDavid with it. To the point to Bouchard. To McDavid, across and through the middle. He wanted to get it to Draisaitl. It's broken up, cleared out by Zadorov. Center ice, Bouchard. Nugent Hopkins comes over to Nugent Hopkins, comes into that Bruin zone, gives it back to Bouchard. To Nugent Hopkins, top of the circle, left side. Into the corner to McDavid. To Nugent Hopkins on the left wing. You give it to McDavid, steps out of the corner, got it in front of the net, and there was Zadorov to sweep it out to center ice.
Well, if he's 6'2", I'm not sure he makes the play, but he's 6'6", Cam.
Yeah, there's a lot of wingspan there. Puck goes off of Bouchard, shorthanded breakaway. Puck brought in, the shot save made by Skinner. Is Beecher with the opportunity, shorthanded. That's the second shorthanded breakaway in this game for the Bruins.
Well, he can skate. Guess who's been locked in the Edmonton goal?
Stuart Skinner's been outstanding. Penalty over in 15 seconds. Oilers are up 3-0, under 5 to go in the third. Henry comes in on the left wing to Nurse on the blue line. Over to Ekholm, to Nurse, to Ekholm. On the right wing gets checked. Wotherspoon will drift it down the ice, gloved by Skinner. Penalty is over. Marchand's back out there. Oilers got 2 shots on goal in a power play. Edmonton now 1 for 3 with a man advantage. They're up 3-0 here in the third period. It's at the Edmonton blue line. Lindholm got it in to Marchand on the left. Lost it. Pasternak got it back, comes off the left wing, goes towards the net, gets it out to McAvoy, and he got knocked down in the slot, never got a shot away, and the crowd reacts to no penalty. Back home, around the left wing boards. Wotherspoon pinches in, it will come out. Perry, an empty net to deal with, and it goes wide with the shot from center ice of Swayman onto the bench for the extra attacker. We're under 4 to go here in the third. 3-0 Oilers lead. Puck shot into the Edmonton zone. It's Kulak on the right wing. He had to deal with Geekie. The puck comes loose. Arvidsson went to shoot it out, hit Lowry, and it stays in. Now over to Kulak. He'll go cross ice to Arvidsson into the Bruin zone. He's got an empty net. He'll shoot. Scores! Victor Arvidsson off the right wing gets the empty netter and makes it 4-0 for the Oilers.
Leon Draisaitl was completely happy with that. He's like, take the shot. Victor Arvidsson does. He's got his 5th goal of the season. Kulak will pick up his 2nd assist. Good game for him, +2 in this one. The Oilers out front 4-0. And frankly, they deserve this tonight, Cam. They've just been the infinitely better hockey club.
Agreed. They have. That's a 16:25 time of the goal. Empty net goal by Arvidsson. His 5th of the season. Puck dumped into the Oilers zone. Skinner, and they are heading for the exits here at the TD Garden. As the Bruins are awfully close to losing 5 in a row, albeit one was in overtime. Up the right wing, Wahlstrom off the boards and in. It's Janmark to Josh Brown through the middle, got it out. The right side, Brazeau into the Oilers zone. Brazeau's pass to the middle, off a skate. Connor Brown brings it out for Edmonton. Off the left wing boards and in. We're under 3 here in the third period. Peak goes in behind his net for the Bruins. No weight back there. Henrique's just beyond the crease. Henrique's got a couple of goals in this one for Edmonton. Now Peak out from behind his net. Up the left side. Up to Koepke. Off the boards and in. Stuart Skinner out of his net. To Bouchard. Up the right wing to Jeff Skinner. Now to Henrique. He'll clear it. Lowry over to Peak. Peak at center ice. High into the Oilers zone. Ekholm gloves it down, rips it around the right wing boards. Hyman can go cross ice to Henrique, who gets center. He'll shoot it in. Oilers make changes. Lowry goes in behind, or in front of his net for the Bruins. Now he's to center and on the left wing. To Coyle, trying to come into the Oiler end, gets into the slot. Perry spun him around. Lindholm had it knocked off his stick. Marchand has it left wing, up near the left wing point. Down low to Coyle. Coyle to the right wing corner. circle to the blue line where it was kept in. Lowry comes down the right wing. He'll shoot it. Pad save made by Skinner. He covers it up. Oh, my. Lowry with a really good opportunity to the slot, and there was Skinner to make the save and cover it with 1:37 to go here in the third.
Solid stop for Stuart Skinner. No question about it.
Skinner has been on fire. Calvin Pickard had to come into this game, played 5 minutes and 25 seconds.
So this will be a... we won't say it. We'll see what happens.
See what happens.
I have no idea what you're talking about.
I don't know what you're talking about either. Face off to the left of Skinner.
Nor do I.
Josh Brown will rim it on the right wing. He does get it out. Witherspoon. It's it up to center ice. Arvidsson to his own end for Nurse. Nurse snaps a pass to Henrique. One touches it to Arvidsson. He'll come in, makes a little move. Oh, almost got to the net. Got dumped down by McAvoy. It's in behind the goal. Podkolzin left wing. To Henrique to the line, but Nurse had vacated the line, so it does come out. Nurse to Arvidsson to Podkolzin into the Bruins zone. Coming up to the last minute here in the third. Oilers are up 4-0 on Boston. Pasternak had to go off his skate. Now up to Arvidsson on the right. Last 3 times these two teams have played, it went to overtime. The last 6 times these teams have played, it's been a 1-goal game.
Well, this will be 5 straight wins in this building for Edmonton.
And the puck at center, and it is Skinner to bring it in on the left wing. A high rising shot goes wide. Kapanen jams it into the right wing corner. And it goes back to the point. Emberson to Kapanen, right wing. Now to the middle to Jeff Skinner. Off a stick, it goes wide. 22 seconds to go here in the third. Puck along the boards in the Bruins zone, and it's Frederick to come out with it. Here's Brown into his own end. Just 10 seconds left. And the Bruins will just be content to stay out in the neutral zone. Now Frederick's getting into it with Connor Brown. The Oilers will win this one 4-0 over the Bruins. The Oilers have won 4 in a row. Stuart Skinner, perfect. It'll be a shared shutout. As there was 5 minutes and 25 seconds that Calvin Pickard played in this game, but Skinner made all the stops, all 26 shots that went his way from Boston, and Edmonton wins at 4-0 over the Bruins. Edmonton with their 25th win of the year. And Bob, there were times where Skinner had to make big saves, but for the most part, Edmonton was
their best chances happened on Edmonton's power play. They got 2 breakaways, and he stopped them both, and probably swung the momentum in the game pretty good. They got a bit of a push here, score effects in the third period. Got 14 shots on goal, but a solid performance from Stuart Skinner. And everything you need to know is this. Calvin Pickard went in there, never faced a shot in the final 5 minutes of the first period.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, played 5:25. Had to come in after Stuart Skinner got steamrolled through the crease by Nikita Zadorov, and they had to make sure that Skinner was okay. He came back at the start of the second period, so it turned out he was fine. But it'll be a shared shutout.
Yeah, good win for Edmonton. There's, you'll take that all day. That was a good victory, much needed. So
as the Oilers win this one 4-0 over the Boston Bruins. All right, we got Adam Henrique downstairs, Cam Moon, Bob Stauffer upstairs.
Hey Adam, how you doing?
How are you?
Good.
What did you think of the game tonight?
Oh, not bad. Another day at work.
Yeah. Well, it looks like you guys pretty solid effort from start to finish.
Yeah, it was good. I thought we came out in the first and kind of established our game and how we wanted to play. Getting his own time and hanging on to the puck and making plays, and paid off.
137 feet. That's the combined distance of your 11 goals that you scored as an Edmonton Oiler. And I remember watching you. You knew the Oilers